Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Supreme Rising Collective. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. We all up in this full moon energy, y'all. So I hope you are having a wonderful day. Like Mr. Rogers say, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I don't even know my neighbors, y'all. Y'all know that I'm just that type of person. Actually, I've had my house longer. So my neighbors on one side, I've maybe seen them 2 or 3 times. They just moved maybe a year ago. And my neighbors on my other side, they old people and they always be gone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, y'all? Today is Tuesday, July 28th, y'all, 2026. Let's get into your daily astrology. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, y'all, wherever you are checking in from. Hey, Kyra, Grand Rising. Hey, Glow. Oh, that's Kashari. See, every time now I know your account's child, Glow with Envy. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning, collective. All right, you are in store, y'all, for a comeback. That's what I'm seeing. Your channel song, The Comeback by The Velvet Testimony. This gonna be your comeback, y'all. Hey, Easy. This gonna be a comeback, y'all. Hey, Chanel. Rich Rising. Hey, Deja. Child, we finna get into it, y'all. All right, this is Tuesday. All right, July 28th, 2026, y'all. We are in this full moon energy, although the peak of the full moon is not until tomorrow. All right. But the main event, y'all, is authenticity. All right, meets passion. I always talk about authenticity, y'all. All right. And when you understand that God rewards those who are just true, who are just real, who are just authentic to what it is that God has told you. Let me adjust this so I can get y'all down. There you go. All right, y'all. We gotta understand, y'all, that everyone has a destined life, right? And a fated life. I always talk about that. Your destined life, y'all, is the life that God has planned for you. All right. But your fated life has a lot to do with your circumstances, right? Grand Rising. And a lot of times, y'all, because certain things have taken place. Hey, Chrissy, Grand Rising, you don't understand that you may not necessarily be living your destined life, right? You are living your fated life only because you have allowed the circumstances of fate. What is that? Circumstances, life, people, whatever, right? Day to day, change what it is that God had always destined and planned for you. All right. Well, let's talk about today, y'all. Today is all about the build up to tomorrow's powerful Aquarius full moon, child. Shut up, girl. Woo, let's talk about it, y'all. Let me sip my coffee, y'all. Y'all see my voice all deep. That still mean I got morning voice. Instead of morning breath, you have morning voice. Put 777 in the comments, y'all. It's 721. All right, 721 is a representation of 777. The day today starts with a grounded Capricorn moon. So you may feel really grounded at this time, collective. Like you may actually feel pretty sure about where God is taking you, right? That's that grounded energy. When you wake up and you feel grounded, it means that you don't really have any doubts because you already know where God is taking you, right? So you may wake up and say, okay, I'm feeling really good. Well, that is this Capricorn moon that we are in. It's asking us, right, to get real about our boundaries before shifting into this rebellious Aquarius moon tonight, right? See, the overarching theme is finding true belonging in this world, in love, in relationships, without leaving pieces of yourself behind. How many times, y'all, have gotten into relationships where we left pieces of ourselves behind? Remember, your channel song, girl, is The Comeback. All right. kings and queens. I say girl, because I be talking to the ladies, but my kings be rocking in here too. Stop playing, right? This is the comeback. And I'm gonna tell you, I respect men that listen to me because they are learning about y'all too, just like y'all are learning about them, which then does what? Create a new earth reality. The reason that people cannot come together, y'all, is because y'all don't understand one another. I told you years ago in college, y'all, I read that book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. And that really gave me an early understanding of men and women. So it's always made sense to me. That's why I understand men. And that's why men think I'm cool as shit, right? Because I understand them. But I also understand them because my natal chart, y'all, is 5 masculine and 5 feminine. I just resonate with the collective masculine and feminine because I am able to switch in and out of that shit. I can take care of myself, right? But I can be the softest, most feminine purr and catch your ass ever seen. Hello. All right, y'all. Let's get into this energy. Girl, I'm a Leo. Stop playing. We purr. Hmm. All right, y'all. At 1:09 a.m., the moon trines Venus. All right. This is when tenderness has it's a little more practical, right? Like, what is it that you want? What are your long-term goals, right? What are you wanting for yourself, right? And when you understand that energy for yourself, y'all, you begin to look right at 7:17, right? That's when I actually started this live, y'all, right? So at 7:17 this morning, that's when the sun conjuncts Jupiter, right? This is a massive, y'all, massive shift. It's a massive boost of Leo confidence, child, with a little bit of warmth. All right. It is that Leo confidence, y'all, with a little bit of warmth. That's what's taking place, y'all. All right. So, what you want, y'all, is bold, romantic moves. But be careful not to over compromise. Don't compromise your standards. Do not compromise what it is that you want. Don't let down, y'all. You do what it is that you want for you, right? A lot of times, y'all, people, whether it's friends, your children, family, relationships, they come back, right? But then you still turn around and compromise what it is that you want. Courage. All right. Today is about courage. What did I say? Because we ain't got no cowardly lions around here, do we? Right? Do we? Because I don't feel like we got no cowardly lions, right? What did the lion need, y'all? Was it a heart? Was it courage? I can't even remember. On the Wizard of Oz, what did the lion need? All right. Today is about courage, y'all. Right? Today is about courage. All right. So the energy is shifting, y'all, from that serious to spontaneous. Break the routine, y'all. Let me tell you about a Leo. We get bored easy. You got to understand the Leo mindset, right? So I tell people, y'all be dating people and y'all act like y'all don't know who you dating, y'all. You better know your person's chart because let me tell you, a Leo, we ain't never scared to leave. We ain't never scared to go. We ain't never scared to come back. We do whatever we want, y'all. The Leo ain't never scared. But what we will not tolerate is boredom and being backed into a corner. Leos don't play that, y'all. We are full of passion. We are full of spice to this life. If that shit get boring to a Leo, child, please. We don't play that, y'all. Right? Say that. A Leo moon, Deja. Yeah. Like, we don't play that, y'all, because we embrace life like a lion. We take the head off that shit, right? We take the head off of it. We be like, yeah, let's go, right? And the only reason, y'all, I am as grounded as I am, because I could be a off the chain Leo, y'all, because my son is in Leo, and y'all know what I look like, and y'all know what I got. Stop playing, right? But what grounds you, y'all, is your ascending and your moon. And those for me are all water signs. That's Scorpio and Cancer. So that's what keeps me as a grounded Leo. Can you imagine if I wasn't a grounded Leo, y'all, child? I would be a whole mess. A whole mess. Hey, Deja, stop playing. A whole mess. That was me in my college days. A whole fucking mess. Oh, girl. All right, y'all. Today is about courage, y'all. All right, courage. All right, what is this energy? All right, power. Come on, y'all. Know your power. That is this energy, right? With the moon going into Aquarius and this full moon energy. See, the thing about full moons, y'all, and that's why we always talk about full moons, is because the moon only amplifies the energy that you are already in. It's 727. Seven is spirituality, two is decision making, y'all. And when you set your sights on what it is, y'all, this card is the number 37. It's 37 people watching. I love my guides. They are numerical as fuck. They are numerical, y'all. Stop playing. 37 people watching. Courage is the number 37, y'all. Right? See, when you make the decision to follow God, that requires courage, y'all. Because what does it say? You're going to have to leave everybody behind to carry this here cross. Stop playing. If you believe in crosses and shit. Because this here, y'all, this is my cross. My cross got a head. I ain't got to carry nothing. I am it. When they took the head off the cross, y'all, you had to follow somebody else. Embrace who you are. You are the head. That cross was meant for you to pick it up and carry it. So now that cross is what has been leading you. What is the cross, y'all? Your burdens. Hello. When you picked up the cross, you picked up the burdens of everybody else, y'all. You were never meant to carry no damn cross or nothing else on your back. You were not meant to carry the world's burdens on your back. You were not meant to carry the burdens of your family on your back. You were never meant to carry anything. All you needed to do is remember that you lead. You are the head. God is within you. Lead. Motherfucker, lead. All right. What does leadership take, y'all? Courage. Leadership takes courage, y'all. I am a leader. I'm bold as shit. You think I can be a timid leader? Ain't nobody following a mouse. Hello. Ain't nobody following a mouse, y'all. Right? Power. Quiet power is the worst power because they don't never see me coming. Ha! Power, y'all. That's represented by the number 46. Look, that thing says the strength you didn't ask for. Hello. Somebody, you didn't even ask for the type of strength that you have, yet you have it. Somebody, this is the strength you didn't ask for. What creates that type of strength, y'all? Life. Life creates that type of strength, y'all, right? Hardships create strength. So stop looking at your hardships like they are stopping you and look at your hardships as a building block to your power. Now go and take your power back. Hello. Go and take your power back, y'all. That's what that Leo confidence gives you, y'all. People don't like me because I am confident. Ain't nobody ever had my power but me. And I am such a soft, powerful woman, y'all, that most people do think that they got power over me until they fuck around and find out. Right? You got to understand, soft power is quiet as fuck. Soft power, that shit's demure. Soft power, that shit flows. Soft power is water. And we float, y'all. But guess what? That soft water does. When people try to usurp authority, we flood their asses, y'all. Stop playing. The floods are coming. The floods are coming, y'all. It's finna rain. Hello. The cosmos is testing you. All right. So you might be shrinking yourself to keep the peace. Leo energy says, do not shrink yourself to keep no peace. Right? You got to understand. You are shrinking yourself to be subject to something that never had power over you. Don't shrink yourself to fit in with the world when the world is subjected to their own condemnation and misunderstanding of themselves. Most people don't even understand who they are, yet they want you to follow their guidance and direction. Know who you are first. Because when you know who you are, you ain't quoting no dumb shit. Hello. Take your power back, y'all. Stop shrinking yourself to keep the peace. Stop staying in relationships and family dynamics because you feel like that's what God wants. Well, God say I need to be around my mama and daddy them because the Bible say, well, the Bible says that you are to protect your peace. And if protecting your peace means cutting everybody off, let them dumbasses go. Just like these dumb motherfuckers that's getting blocked in the comments because they ignorant. Hello. Ignorance is bliss, y'all. This is a message. And I am a messenger. And let me tell you, y'all, people don't like a real messenger. Why? Because when I deliver the message, you're going to get it. See, most of y'all been missing the message because the Bible is telling you to focus on something outside of yourself. Now you focusing on your mom and them. Now you focusing on the news. Now you focusing on saving other people. When God ain't never tell you to save nobody. There is no saving. There is a consciousness that we all live in. And if you listen to the message of God, right, then you will understand you don't need nothing else. God is the messenger, y'all. Say that with 33 on this card. All right, 33, y'all. See, God has given you the support that you need. That's the problem, y'all. Too many people get mixed messages. Y'all listening to people. You getting advice from devils, demons. Because guess what? Your mama them, they demons. Your daddy them, your homeboys, your homegirls. See, the thing is, y'all, the Bible kept telling you to look at the devil as if the devil was not your family and your friends. That is why I am a true healer. Because when you stop looking at the world like, oh, well, these are just the circumstances I've been dealt. No, the fuck it ain't. The reason your life is the way it is because your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your friends, all of these people that you thought were really having your back were really trying to destroy everything you had. Why? Because you have power. And when you don't understand that you have power and the other people around you see your power, they will absolutely try to belittle you so that you will never understand your power. So then what happens? You go to people. Now you got to go to the pastor for advice. Now you need to go to your grandma for advice when you got your own psychic abilities. Why? Because all you had to do was pray. Hello. Girl, that thing say, I pray. And when I pray, God shows me. Don't ever play. 48. So when you could be 48 years old, oh shit, it's 48 people watching. Don't ever play with God. Hello. So all y'all devil ass people that be talking shit in my comments, bitch, I'm psychic. And that shit is because I pray, bitch. I don't need a devil. I don't need a demon. I got God. And when you got God, you psychic as fuck. Y'all wrote the Bible. I talk to God. Stupid. Right? You over here praying. Right? And God is telling you everything you need to know. So guess what? You don't need no Bible no more. You don't need your grandma advice. You don't need your mama advice. You don't need your daddy to tell you nothing. When you pray, you become unstoppable. Why? Because now you psychic as the fucks and they don't like that shit. They don't want y'all to know no real shit. Don't listen to her because she the devil. No, bitch, I'm the truth. And you know that shit. Hello. Woo, girl, y'all, it's Leo season. You know I'm in my shit. And I'm going to pop my shit, talk my shit, shake my shit. And I was going to say something else, but I told Oyo to be quiet. Y'all know Oyo, stop playing. I told her to be quiet because she was about to say some other shit, y'all. I've learned how to control her now. Aren't y'all so proud of me, y'all? Come on, ladies. Give the ladies some hearts. Give me some hearts, y'all, because y'all know I have come a long way. I have 3 guys, y'all, but Oya, that bitch be bringing the storm, and she be saying stuff, y'all, that be getting me flagged. So I have learned, right, how to control her until the Discord. Okay. That's called temperance, y'all. Cause girl, I be wanting to say some shit, y'all. Y'all, that is called temperance, okay? Cause y'all know me, I do not care. I will go the fuck off. And God say, lady, you gotta have temperance now. So when Oya get to roaring her ass up, you just gotta say, which platform are you on? Now, when she roar on Discord, oh, we let that bitch out, okay? We let her out on Discord, but she can't come out. Yeah, Oya can't come out, y'all, on YouTube, and she has been banned from TikTok. Y'all, Oreo has been banned from TikTok. We only got Oshun and Yamoja, y'all. Y'all know I got 3 guys, and they all water goddesses, y'all. They are all water goddesses. But God, child, that one right there that bring the storm, I done had to silence her, child. I had to put a muffle over her. I had to put a muzzle over her ass, y'all. Let's get into the energy, y'all. It is time, y'all. We are in this full moon energy, y'all. All right, so the cosmos is testing where you might be shrinking yourself, y'all, to keep the peace. All right, with the Venus-Mars square turning up the heat, passions can easily tip into arguments. If you aren't mindful, use the morning's practical energy to build trust and let the evening's Aquarius shift inspire you to embrace your weird, authentic self with your partner, your family, or whatever this dynamic is. Take a breath before reacting to any relationship drama today and show love through practical help. And tonight, do something totally unexpected, preferably together. All right, I tell you, most of my people are married. Y'all are in unions, y'all are in partnerships. So if you are, do something together if you can, y'all. The point in seasons like this is now when you're supposed to bring your passion, right? The love, the courage, y'all, back into your relationships. All right. All right. So where in love or life are you ready to just stop fitting in, y'all, and start truly belonging? All right. Somebody, it's time for you to explore. All right. 33 is out here again, y'all. Look, message is 33. And now this root of air is 33, y'all. Someone you could be 33 years old. God is saying it's time for you to explore. Yeah. See, someone you sacrificed a lot for others. God has never called us to be martyrs, y'all. Always remember that. With this martyr out here, how many men and women have martyred ourselves, y'all, for family, for friends, for everything else other than what it is that God is calling you to do? Today is about exploration, y'all, because I told you today is the day that you take your power back. You got to understand astrology, y'all, and what's really taking place. And what's taking place is the chosen ones are no longer being martyred to the world around them and are now taking the power back. Where have you sacrificed yourself? That's where the true self-reflection begins, y'all. That's represented by the number 12. All right. The 12 could be significant. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is creation, y'all. All right. And I tell you, y'all, every day. Oh, I heard renewed mind, y'all. See, when you read the Bible, you know, because I grew up in church, y'all. I know the damn Bible back and forth. I went to theology school. I am ordained. I can marry you. I can bury you. I can do all of that, y'all. I believe in God. I don't believe in nothing crazy, but you don't get to dictate how people use their gift. That's control. That's the Jezebel spirit, y'all. All of these devil speaking people that be coming on talking about Jesus. Jesus, the Jezebel spirit is control. And if you think you can tell somebody how to represent Jesus and represent God, represent faith, and represent religion, then guess what? You are the Jezebel. Because God ain't never tell y'all that. Hello. Join the Discord, y'all, right? Because I come here to totally destroy the world's view on church, religion, spirituality, love, faith, all of that, y'all. Because ain't none of that shit nothing without God. And God is not fear. So for all of y'all that still thinking you're going to die and go to hell, that is fear mongering. For everybody that said, if I do wrong and I go against my parents, then I'm going to go to hell. Yeah, that's fear mongering. God is never going to persecute you for protecting yourself. That's stupid. Stop martyring yourself. Because every time you go around people that do not like you, you lose a piece of yourself. Every time you show up and people who are not a representation of who God is in your life, you become a martyr. That's a sacrifice of who you are. All right, someone, you need to change your perspective. How are you becoming a martyr in your own life, y'all? Right? That's a representation of the hangman, right? Where have you, look, it's time for you to shine and rise. Oh, somebody, this is about you, right? It's time for you to explore. It's time for you to look and see how you have limited yourself. Somebody, you've limited yourself. Now it's time for you to nurture yourself. This is the mother of fire. 25 could be significant. 5 and 2 is 7. All right. You got to understand, how have you left yourself, y'all? Look, the father of fire is at the bottom of the deck. See, as a collective, y'all, somewhere we have both martyred ourselves. What is this? The masculine and the feminine. Because you stopped building and growing together when you started paying more attention to everybody else. As a real leader, if you cannot lead your home first, then you're not a leader. Confirmation. My phone just did some weird thing. All right. What you got to realize, y'all, is just because you can show up and be a good leader at your job, just because you can show up and be a good leader in these streets, if you're not leading your family, meaning your kids, your wife, your husband, then you're not a good leader, y'all. Leadership means that you can do all that God called you to do, not some, not a portion. You're not a leader. I cannot be a great leader in my CPA firm and have a broken ass family dynamic. That is not leadership. That's not leadership. And you got to understand and be honest with yourself, right? Because I had 2 failed marriages. Well, the second one was a crackhead narcissist. He don't count. That shit wasn't failed. That was God's deliverance. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't care. That shit was God's deliverance. But I will say my first marriage, right? I was building my company, y'all. I was building my company. And the only reason I bring you guys these messages is so y'all don't make the same mistakes I made, right? Because I was not spending enough time with my kids, right? I was not spending any time with my damn husband, but let's be clear, he had his own dumb shit going on. So all you do, y'all, is begin to pour yourself into work. But what does that do? Now you are not really leading and building any damn thing because that shit is broken. Why? Because the two come together to build a legacy, not a broken home. And many people have come from broken homes. So you feel like being a single mama or a single daddy is okay. It's not. I am a single mother. It ain't okay. It is not okay, which is why I have been married twice, y'all. See, you got to understand, if you are a real woman of God, you've probably been married more than one time, y'all. Because number one, you ain't sleeping around. Number two, you ain't just fucking random people, y'all. So what you got to understand is if you are a true woman of God, you have been married more than once. And most of y'all look at a woman who's been married more than once like she is stained. No, bitch, she's a wife. She's committed. She don't date. She don't fuck. She don't do random shit. She gets married, right? And then they'll look at a woman. Oh, she been married twice. Yes, bitch. Because are you fucking random people? Because I'm confused, right? Because if I'm not married to you, I'm not fucking you. If I'm not committed to you, I'm not fucking you, right? So y'all look at married women like, well, was she married? Yes, bitch, because the fuck else? That's partnership, y'all. Now, the issue becomes you marry wrong people. So what is supposed to be a partnership becomes one-sided as fuck. But that does not mean that you give up on partnership. You don't give up. You just admit that you chose the wrong people, y'all. I ain't never give up on partnership, but I am one to admit that I chose the wrong people. Shit, right? You're trying to build stuff with people who don't even have the ability to build shit for their damn self, y'all. Right? Like that's the half the problem. You commit yourself to people instead of exploring, right? Instead of exploring, because I can tell you, right? As a woman of faith, 9 times out of 10, you're going to meet that man and marry him right within 6 months to a year. Why? Because you don't fornicate. Because that's what they told you in church. Stop playing. That's what they told you in church. They told you don't fornicate. right? So then me, that's that church mindset, y'all. That's stupid. I ain't telling you that shit, right? That shit is dumb as fuck. Right? Because every time I got married, I married that man within 6 months to a year because I was on the praise team, because I was a preacher, because I was a teacher, because I was on the dance ministry, all of that dumb shit, right? So then you meet this motherfucker, you don't want to die and go to hell. So now you just go marrying motherfuckers. That's still broken. Hello, explore your options. You got to explore yourself, right? You got to understand a lot of times that bullshit that we was taught in church was not really God. 747, know God for yourself. 7 is spirituality. 4 is a foundation. When you build a foundation in God, meaning your God consciousness, you ain't talking about no dying, go to hell. You don't care nothing about no fornicating. You don't believe in none of that shit no more. All you know is that you are a temple, and you are very now careful about who you share your energy with. It was never about dying and going to hell. It should have always been about your temple and your energy and how you are to protect your energy, because it is yours. And it should not belong to anybody else. I'm telling you, right? If you tell your kids that, they ain't fucking. I have teenagers, they ain't fucking. They ain't shit. My 19-year-old son, I think that motherfucker tried once or twice, and he said, "Ma, that shit ain't for me." I say, "Great, son." He said, "I'll wait." I say, "Great, son." Right? My 17-year-old daughter, fuck no. My baby say, "Hell no, mommy, that's nasty. I don't want that man on me." Hello. Why? Because I tell my kids, you are energy. And if you allow low vibrational people to penetrate your energy, then now you are going to lower your vibration. Now you anxious, you suicidal, you crazy. Why? Because you sharing your energy with crazy ass people, y'all. If you tell your kids that they are energy, and if they share their energy with weird people, they become weird. Because that's all it is. Every time one of y'all has slept with low vibrational men, that's why your anxiety on 10. That's why you can't think, you can't sleep, you can't eat. Oh my God, oh my God. Why am I acting crazy? Bitch, because he low vibrational and you fucking him. Right? Or she low vibrational and you having sex with her. Right? So now you over here talking about, damn, man, she got me tripping. She got me. Yeah, because she's low vibrational. Anyone who is supposed to be with you will elevate you. Anyone who is supposed to be with you will bring you peace. Anyone who is supposed to be around you allows your energy to settle. It does not allow you to be all like this in your energy. Butterflies ain't God. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all asses be looking for butterflies. Bitch, butterflies ain't God. Hello, thank you. Oh, we eagles. Say that shit, Deja. We are eagles. Get your ass up out the sky and get off that damn ground with them peasants. That's why y'all asses be over there panicking. I'm talking about you way down, you burdened down, you at your breaking point, you overwhelmed, you all of this shit. Because you down there with the peasants, bitch. Get in the sky. It's peaceful in the sky. Shit, it's peaceful in the sky, y'all. The sky is peaceful, right? The sky is beautiful. Shit, the water, you can see the water, you can see the world, you can see everything from the sky. Get your ass off the ground with them peasants. That's why your ass anxious. Somebody, you forgot you was an eagle, y'all. That's what this energy is. Somebody, you forgot who you are. Girl, that thing says leadership. Shine and rise. What did I just say? As a collective, y'all, it's time to shine and rise. It's time for the kings and the queens to take the damn throne together. That's the thing. Y'all be mad because y'all talk about women be masculine. Well, damn, if she ain't got nobody on the throne next to her, then guess what? She got to be the throne. That's why the world is backwards now, y'all. Like men, especially black men, they look at women like we are masculine. We to this, we to that, but y'all ain't enough of it. Hello. So how can she be soft unless you show up? And when you show up, that is to protect, to provide, and to profess. Half of y'all get stuck in the provide. You ain't professing shit and you ain't protecting her, y'all. 9 times out of 10, the reason a woman is still showing up in her masculine energy is because she don't feel like you can protect her. If you have to fend for yourself as a divine feminine, Well, then you just gonna step all the way up, and then you just gonna kick his ass out the door. If I got to do it by myself, then what the fuck is you here for, y'all? What is that saying? I can do it. I can do bad all by myself. Stop playing. Somebody, your value is increasing, child, and folk finna be mad, girl. Come on, kings and queens. Somebody, you know your worth and your value. See, somebody, you have the courage to explore, right? Whatever this is that God told you to explore, and it's making people mad. Y'all gonna think say envy because you know your worth, because you know your value, y'all. See, when you don't know your worth and your value, you allow, right, people to devalue you, right? You allow people to act like you are insignificant because you don't understand your significance, right? But you are now understanding that your value is not in a man, your value is not in a woman, your value is in God. Your value ain't in your job. Your value ain't even in your kids, y'all. Your value and your worth is in your faith, because faith is what, look, working gonna get it, faith gonna keep it. Hello, put that shit in the comments. You can work every day. Yeah, go work. You can get it, y'all. But faith is what keeps it. Because I done had it and lost it many times and got it back again, y'all. Right? But you got to understand your ability to work is to get it. But God gives you the ability to keep it. And most people ain't got God. So all you do is cycle through your damn money like this. Sometimes you up, which is great, but that up ain't going to last, right? Because you ain't got God. And God gives you the insight, the fortitude to keep the abundance. That's why y'all should be up and down, y'all. Right? Because I know that for a fact, right? I don't cycle through millions of dollars. What is you talking about? Right? Right? That shit come and go. It come and go. And you be like, God damn, right? But there was no faith because there was no guidance, because there was no wisdom, because there was no man, y'all. As a woman that has a whole lot of money with no man energy around, you make dumb decisions, y'all. Now I'm gonna tell you, right? I made a lot of dumb, bad decisions because I ain't had no man around to say, hey, what you think about this? Is this a good investment? Right? Now I ain't no daddy. I ain't had no husband that was worth shit. Right? I didn't have a man, y'all. So I was making all of this money and I still do. Right? Now I got wisdom though. Right? You gotta have one or the other. Y'all ask need a man or wisdom. Right? Your ass either need a man or wisdom. And that's real, ladies, because the masculine energy is the root, right? That is the foundation. And if you are a broken woman, then that means even if you have the ability to make money, see, I'm gonna make money regardless, y'all, because I'm a educated black woman, shit, right? But it does not mean I was a good steward over my money, right? Because I didn't have the masculine leadership or anyone to say, yeah, you might not want to invest in that because da 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 da. Did you do research in the area to see what the da 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 was? No, I ain't had that shit, y'all. So I was making dumbass, badass money decisions, right? Until you heal and you gain wisdom. So I'm not gonna say that you can't make good decisions without a man. I'm saying, bitch, you gotta heal. I could never make it up. Hello, because my car is gonna always come out and say what I say. Right? You have to heal. I could never make it up. Broken heart in the reverse. When you heal this shit, you don't make no more bad decisions, y'all. September 20th could be significant. June 20th. See, that's it. Like a lot of times, y'all, we are going to make decisions out of our brokenness. And a woman making decisions out of her brokenness with money, girl, you spend that shit up. You either spend it up or you give it away. Because that was me too. I wasn't really spending money. I was more so giving it away and making bad investments in businesses because I didn't have a male leader to say, hey, that's not a good business investment. And then I didn't have a man to say, stop letting everybody borrow your money. Right? Not at all. Right? So then I'm letting people borrow money. I'm paying my daddy bills, y'all. Like I am a single mother with 4 kids. I was paying my daddy bills, my mama mortgage, had no man to say, why you paying all these people bills? Why you helping all of these people, y'all? So that's why I say partnership is important because you need that male leadership to say, hey, don't do that. But 9 times out of 10, y'all separate, right? Because the man over there in his ego doing some dumb shit and the woman over here struggling on her own, y'all. So you have to understand a lot of the broken families is because of the brokenness of people. Somebody, you're healing. Broken heart is in the reverse, y'all. And as you realize that, look, when you sacrifice and you realize that you have become the martyr for your whole family, you take your power back, y'all. This is what I realized about me about 4 years ago. Stop playing. And God said, hey, girl, that song say, my soul cries out. Say that shit, God. And it is 8. 8 thumbs up, y'all. 8 is manifestation. When your soul cry out to God, girl, y'all, my soul cried out. I said, no more. No more. I was tired of people taking all my damn money. I was tired of people taking my kindness for weakness. I was tired of being taken advantage of, y'all. 757. And then I was ready for the change. 5 is change. 7 is spirituality. When you ready for God to change you, you say, shit, my soul cries out. Hallelujah. I thank God for saving me. That's somebody's grandma's song. Girl, I heard my soul cries out. Hallelujah. I thank God for saving me. Say that shit, grandma. My grandma say, hey, do that shit, grandma. Stop playing. Your soul cries out and says, no more. I will not let another human being take advantage of me. I will not give another dime to anybody else. And you take your power back. And what do? You block motherfuckers. You say no. You sue people, y'all. I am suing people in court that owe me money, y'all. Literally thousands of dollars. Why? Because I love myself now. I love myself. When you start giving away money and shit to people, you don't love yourself. Look, daughter romance. Somebody, there's a whole door that is opening for you. Why? Because you love yourself. Y'all, look, that thing is the number 33. I got 33 out here a lot, y'all. I got 33 that says message. I got 33 that says daughter romance, y'all. And 33 that says explore. All right. Somebody, it might be time that you explore romance, y'all. All 3. And the 9, y'all, is another representation of what? 333. All right, y'all. Somebody, I feel like you're getting a lot of your own support now because you had the capacity to truly explore what it is that God desires for you. A lot of times, y'all, when we stop and look at what we have sacrificed for other people, man, holy shit, y'all, that's all it took for me. When I had to look back and say, y'all, there were certain luxury items that I always wanted. And this is just real, y'all, because it's not about money. But when you work for your shit, why the fuck not? Right? There were certain luxury items that I wanted that I couldn't get. But I had a crackhead ex-husband that I got a slingshot for. Bought that bitch cash for that motherfucker. Slingshot. Right? Everything that motherfucker wanted, he had, y'all. Recording equipment. He was a filmmaker. So we had all of this blue green screens and lights, and he wanted a grow house. So then we got a warehouse, y'all, for him to grow and shit in. I never had anything that I wanted. Right? I never had anything I wanted. And then you look up at yourself and you say, what have I sacrificed for a relationship, for a marriage? That was a husband, y'all. So it ain't like you could just say that you married to this person, y'all. But at this point, your money is shared money. But guess what? All that shit, your money, because that motherfucker don't work. So now you got a motherfucker that don't work and he's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money. You wake up and you take your power back, y'all. Somebody, when you understand your value and your worth, you take your power back. Somebody, you are healing. Broken heart is in the reverse with daughter romance, y'all. Look, caring connection, beautiful energy, y'all. Because all you got to do is heal that shit, y'all. And then God gives you the desires of your heart. I tell my testimony because I'm over that shit, y'all. Right? The only time you don't speak about the stuff you've overcome is because you ain't healed it. You don't talk about shit because you ain't healed it, y'all. If you heal shit, it's supposed to be your testimony. So for everybody to be like, why she talk about her life? Bitch, because somebody need to hear it. Somebody need to understand that you ain't got to be in no narcissistic crackhead ass marriage. Somebody need to understand that you ain't got to be in a marriage where it's sexless and emotionless, y'all. Because I have had too. My first marriage, that motherfucker slept downstairs. I slept upstairs for 7 years. 7 years of that bullshit. Because he was emotionally unavailable. Because he wasn't tapped in with his emotions. Because he didn't want to feel. Because he didn't want to be sensitive. Because he didn't want to be a caring. Don't do that shit. Do not commit your life to a man who is emotionally unavailable. I lived that shit. It was the loneliest life you could ever live as a woman, because you are married and you are taught to trust in God, and that man is sleeping downstairs on the sofa and you are upstairs in the bed with your kids because he won't even come to bed because he don't want to open up, because he got PTSD, because he been through hurt, because he been through trauma. I don't give a fuck. Heal that shit. That's stupid. It's relationship talk. And let me tell you, you can't be in no real one until you face the bullshit you've been in, y'all. And that's why y'all don't talk about y'all relationship, because you still in that shit. Girl, bitch, Caring Connections just came out back to back, y'all. I am so done today. Somebody, you have healed, and God is going to grant you exactly what you want. That thing is back to back. 1414 in the comments, y'all. This is somebody's ancestor. Hello, because y'all know the date of my grandma's burial is April 14th. 1414 is out here, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody, I'm just going to go and put that right here. All right, y'all. Somebody, you healed a broken heart. Well, let's go on to the tarot, y'all. All right, let me clear the base, y'all. So somebody, this is about healing. All right, whether this is a relationship, a marriage, it's connections, caring connections, y'all. Right? This means that no longer are you allowing, right, yourself to be involved in anything that is not a reflection of what it is that you desire for yourself. That's it. That's all, y'all. You literally wake up one day and you say, I ain't settling for shit less than what it is that God desires from me. And you become what, bitch? Bulletproof. Say that thing, y'all. That thing say bulletproof. Why? Oh, because envy is out here, y'all. And I don't know why this envy with daughter value is here. But we about to see. Because somebody, they firing shots at you. But you bulletproof. Girl, please. Stop playing. They firing them shots, y'all. Shots fired. Girl, you done got up off the floor like Madam. Y'all know I was catching up on all the Queen's men, y'all, right? And when Madam got shot, who shot Madam, y'all? Her own sister. What have these messages been coming out, y'all? I have been channeling all week, y'all, and these messages have been really about karmic sisters, sibling rivalries, and all kind of shit, y'all. All right, so check out the regular messages that I channel and post, y'all, as well as these lives. But you got to understand, y'all, people will begin to envy you when you know your value. Somebody, you bulletproof. And when I saw bulletproof, I literally saw Madam, y'all. Carla. What's Madam's sister name? Ain't her name Carla? What's that other sister, the new sister that done come on? I don't know her name. I can't think. Aunt Mama. What's Aunt Mama name? I can't remember, y'all. She talking about who shot me. You know that shit, girl. Madam came in. Y'all know that was the last episode. Madam say, wait, you lying. Madam say you lying, y'all. You my sister? Wait. Who shot me? Girl, say that thing. Madam say, who shot me? Hey, when the next episode come on, y'all? Oh, her name Jackie? All right, somebody, your sister named Jackie. Girl, my baby named Jackie. Stop playing, y'all. All right, y'all. Shots fired, y'all. But you bulletproof. All right, shots fired, girl. But you are bulletproof, y'all. All right, y'all. Somebody, you got Caring Connections out here twice, y'all. I feel like as you have begun to heal your heart, y'all, somebody beginning to understand, y'all, what is broken heart in the reverse? Clarify that. Girl, hacker. All right, somebody watching you, y'all. Yeah, somebody, the energy thrives on intrusion and manipulation, seeking to breach boundaries. See, somebody, you set boundaries with somebody. This could be a family, this could be a person, this could be a whole dynamic. But somebody, you have set boundaries with the people around you so that you can protect your real connections. And sometimes these are just friends, y'all. This could just be your family, or this could be a relationship. But whatever it is, your ass had to set boundaries. Why? Because you realized people were envious, right? Of what it is that you have done to increase your value. Anything that you do for yourself, y'all, increases your value. When you go to therapy, it increases your value. When you begin to heal, it increases your value. When you join the Discord, it increases your value. Hey, y'all, join us at 11:33 on the Discord, y'all, for midday workflow. I will be on the Discord all day. Y'all know Tuesdays and Thursdays are a long day. All right, so we'll be in the workday flow at 11:33. I may channel messages directly in the Discord at 1:11. All right, y'all be wanting questions on the live. I don't do questions on my live. If you were on Discord, I will take questions live today on Discord, right after the midday session at 1:11. Now, I will be back tonight at 7 for a live reading tonight, and then we go right into our smoking session and smoking chill session. So Tuesdays is a long day. If you bored, then you got plenty to do today, y'all, because we keep going. All right, we be on the Discord all day. All right, I'll be live on Discord at 1:11. All right, set y'all little timers, y'all. I've already cleared my schedule. All right, 1:11 will be on there for live Q&A, and then we'll be back here at 7 tonight for a live reading. All right. Look, toxic energy, y'all. You set boundaries with toxic energy. That's what this is. There is someone who is very toxic around you. This person is watching you. I see Facebook. All right, somebody's watching you, y'all. They're watching you on social media. Yeah, I feel like you set boundaries with this person, y'all. It says, beware of those who bring negativity. Somebody, look, girl, that thing say, passengers ain't family. Bitch, I'm about to run off my life, my damn self, y'all. Girl, that thing says, passengers ain't family. Somebody, you had to set boundaries with your family, y'all. It's 8:08. 8 is manifestation. 0 is the void. You got to be willing to start over. It's okay. Build your own. That is what I've been teaching y'all. Y'all won't listen. You won't listen. Even the song is telling you, y'all. Girl, April 30th, February 17th could be significant. Girl, that thing say passengers ain't family. Oh my God. These people are simply passengers that you happen to get on the same bus with. Think about it that way. If I can get y'all to understand, your parents are a portal to get you here. You don't have family, y'all. Family is what you create once you get here. Your soul has to be able to get here. Your mother is a portal. Your father's sperm is what your mother needs to become the portal that you need to get your ass here. When you pop your ass out her coochie and you become of age, you do what you want with your life, y'all. Everyone else that you were born in this thing with, picture that thing as a space shuttle. And all y'all just happen to come here together. That is not your family. That is not your family. Y'all, my family. My Discord, oh, bitch, that's my family. Y'all, it's stuff I post on Discord. I don't post on Facebook. I ain't sent nobody pictures of my Gigi baby. I post her on my Discord. Y'all are my family. I have created a family. I ain't sent pictures to my family of my grandbaby, but y'all see them. I don't play that, right? Create what it is that you desire, y'all, right? Create what it is that you desire. Stop going around people that don't give a fuck about you. Why? Because then you start smelling like them rats, y'all. Then you start smelling like them, girl. Child, stop playing. Somebody, you have begun to allow yourself to become more aware of the negative energy around you. Because of this, everybody is watching y'all, trying to see your new life, bitch. I could never make it up. Girl, that thing say new life. Y'all got me cussing. Girl, God say trust the journey. I'm so done, y'all. This is a beautiful message. Girl, I'm about to just smoke and chill today because this energy is so good today. Girl, that thing say trust the journey. Somebody, you got to trust the journey. All right, I got 21 and 26 out here. Somebody, you could be born on the 21st or the 26th. God says trust the journey, y'all. All right, somebody, you finna step into a new timeline. What was the title of today's live? God just reminded me of what I titled, y'all. Because you know I do my titles the day before. Girl, that thing says step into a new timeline. Ain't timeline in the title of this, y'all? Double tap, y'all, if you have not liked the video. I got 70 thumbs up, y'all. All right, continue to send the little stickers and gifts, y'all. That allows the messages to get out as well. Girl, step into your new life. Kings, step into your new life. Good thing says, Step into a new timeline where fresh beginnings and new life await, offering endless possibilities and renewed hope. All you had to do was step in, y'all. That's literally what God is saying. Because it's the astrology, y'all. It's time. This full moon in Aquarius is the opening that everybody has been waiting for. You just got to make the choice to step into it and trust your journey. All right, y'all. Step into it. And people mad, y'all. People are mad because you are leaving them behind and you're doing it with renewed hope. You understand now what's truly possible, is what I'm hearing God say. Yeah, you've been doing self-reflection, y'all. Somebody, what did that was the same card that came out the other day with the martyr card, y'all. Somebody, you start looking at yourself. Girl, that thing says self-reflection brings a reality check, forcing you to face your own demons. Through this, true healing begins. I want to see, what is it that you had to heal as a collective, or what is it that you saw? Let's say that first. All right. What is it that you saw as a collective when you began to do this self-reflection? Somebody, yours was financial. I just saw something financial when I split the deck. What's self-reflection? Somebody, you was ignoring your intuition. I just saw that in the pre-shuffle, y'all. Somebody, you was ignoring your shit. Family drama, bitch. Stop playing. Girl, that thing is at the split. That's it, y'all. Yeah. Somebody feels like you were missing your calling because you was caught up in your family drama, y'all. That's literally what this is. Like somebody, your whole new life has been waiting on you to say, you know what? I'm done with this family and this drama, bitch. That kind of thing say blood isn't always loyal. Somebody, you have been betrayed by the people in your family more so than the people in this world. How do I know? Me, she, her, raise your hand. Me, she, her, raise your hand. Stop playing, y'all. And it's 8:13. Stop playing, y'all. That's my birthday. That is the plight of the chosen one, y'all. Right? Me in the comments, y'all. Me, stop playing. That is the plight of the chosen one. It's only the ones that think you ain't gonna be betrayed by your family that be hurt, y'all. Once you are a chosen one, you damn well know these people right here gonna be your biggest enemy. Why? Because you are going to break the generational curses that they never had the courage to break. Remember, y'all, courage came out first this morning. Courage and power were your base numbers or words, right? Courage and power, right? When you have the courage to step into your power, you will cut your own left hand off if it is fucking up your right. Hello, say that shit, God. Girl, I'm about to run up out of here. God say you will cut off your own left hand if it's fucking up your right. Bitch, I'm right-handed. If my left hand is fucking up my right hand, I will cut it off. Don't play. Girl, and that thing say, and handle me like a blessing. Say that shit, God. I got chills. Girl, that thing say, handle me like a blessing. You are a blessing collective. And if people do not handle you like you are a blessing, girl, stop playing. God say, all right, just step back and let me deal with it. See, that's the problem, y'all. You be trying to prove to your family and people, right, that you are a blessing. God say you ain't got to prove that to nobody. You just got to step back so that God can show them that you a blessing. Why? Because your value increases, y'all, when you get away from envious people. Do you know this will block your blessings? Me, she, her. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I let all these toxic people stay around me. People that was talking about me, people that was lying on me, and then was borrowing money from me and lying all at the same time. And I knew it, y'all. I am a high priestess, bitch. I know everything. Ain't can't nobody lie to me, y'all. I know everything. But I still kept those people around. I still gave them the benefit of the doubt. And God said, I ain't never tell you to do that. God said, when you realize that these people are toxic, all you got to do is walk away. But it is not until you understand your value that you walk away. And then you see the envy of others. Toxic energy, y'all. Somebody, you felt like you missed your calling because of your family. But it says you didn't fail. You were redirected towards your real purpose. See, somebody, you felt like your calling has something to do with bringing your family together. That is not your calling, bitch. That is God. Right? Like that is not, this is probably a man because women don't do that. Well, no, some women do. Yep. Nope. God said people do that. Yep. Nope. God said that's people. Somebody you really felt like you was going to be the one to bring your family together. That is never your calling, y'all. That is God's doing because that takes healing, y'all. And some people will never choose to heal. How the hell you going to be somebody that bring a family together when they all broken? What y'all going to do? Fight all day? Y'all know them nasty families that fight? I never grew up like that, y'all, because my grandma was in church and I grew up most of the time with my grandma. But when I would go to my stepmom's side of the family, right, my stepmama side of the family, they was drunks and they would get drunk and fight, y'all. That's all they would do. They would drink, party, and fight. And I used to be like, damn, why every time we come over here, somebody fighting, y'all? Like, I never understood that energy. And when you understand that, you can't heal that, y'all. Them people don't want to be healed. People with addictions cannot have a happy family. You over here trying to have a happy family with crackheads and alcoholics? How the hell that work out? It doesn't, y'all. It don't. You can't. You over here trying to have Christmas and Thanksgiving, and they finna fight and fuck up your whole house. Y'all, I remember we was at my stepmom people's house. I was a little girl, y'all. I was so scared. I grew up in church, y'all. And this lady, I think her name was Catherine. Somebody, your grandma named Catherine. I think that lady name was Catherine. That lady come walking up the thing. She was drunk, y'all, and she was cussing and fussing, and everybody. And I was in the house, y'all, looking out the window, thinking, I want my grandma. What is going on with these people? And girl, the lady was cussing in the street, and then they started fighting in the street. I was like, oh hell no, I'm going back to my grandma. 8:18, y'all. 8 is manifestation. 1 is new beginnings, right? But you got to cut off the family drama. Why you want to be around a bunch of people and you got to break up a fight? That's stupid, y'all. I sit in my house by myself before I sit around that. Yeah. And somebody, I feel like you are holding on to the guilt of really thinking that you was going to save your family. That's what this is, y'all. It says guilt, eating them alive. Yeah, a guilty heart can't find peace. Somebody, you holding a lot of guilt about your family. That's crazy. I don't resonate with this, y'all. I don't, because I don't give a fuck. Once you heal that, you don't care about them people because you realize the ones that's been holding you back is your family, y'all. But somebody, yeah, that's confirmation. You really thought you was going to have a seat at the table. I'm sorry, Tink Tink, but I'm going to tell you the truth. That shit's not going to happen. That is never the plight of the chosen one. Now, if you want to facilitate generational curses and keep the drama going, then go over there with your people. But if you're going to do what God say do, you're going to let them people go, y'all. That thing say, seat at the table. Well, I can't say I feel sorry for you guys because I don't, y'all. That's stupid. When you look at people, like I told you, you got to be a realist, y'all. Y'all be over here with heart eyes with your own damn family. Oh, my mama wouldn't do that to me. My sister wouldn't do that to me. Child, please. My sister has tried to sabotage my whole life. Stop fucking playing. Y'all see damn Madam Sister. Madam Sister done shot her. How many other people in this damn live right now can say that you know for a fact a family member has sabotaged you? Me? Sorry, y'all. So if you think I'm going to feel sorry for you because you over here trying to facilitate a toxic ass family that's full of drama, that's why you keep relapsing, y'all. Somebody keep going back because of your family. Somebody you can't stay clean because of your family. Somebody you can't stop drinking because of your family. Relapse is here, y'all. Every time you go back over there, when God trying to do what? Redirect your path. Why? Because these bitches is bottom feeders. I could never make it up, y'all. Girl, that thing say bottom feeders. Divine redirection. God is trying to redirect you away from family drama. You keep going back. But guess what? God says one fall doesn't erase your progress. I'm seeing somebody clean their whole house. This is a vision I'm getting. Somebody, you cleaned your whole house. Like, I don't know if you moved. I don't know if you just cleaned up, spring cleaning, something like that. You did everything to facilitate peace. And then you let all of that shit come right back in. Right back in. Now you back in this bottom feeder ass energy where all you really wanted is, what did I say? Peace. I could never make it up. Peace. Somebody, you garnered peace. You got it. And then you let them come back, especially with relapse out here. You let that shit come back, y'all. Someone could be having an unexpected death, funeral. Unexpected death is at the bottom of the deck, right? Maybe you let them come back because you were supporting somebody in grief. Maybe somebody died or passed away. But whatever this is, y'all, you still got bottom feeders. It don't matter. If a bottom feeder is a bottom feeder, they are a bottom feeder. Somebody, it's time for you to move away from your family. Girl, that thing says unplanned move. It says your soul outgrew that place. When your soul outgrows even the very city that you live in, you will be uncomfortable until you do what it is that God says do. Somebody, your soul has outgrown wherever you are. And God, my God, y'all, is trying to redirect you. Because as soon as you listen to God, look, it's at the bottom, y'all. Girl, that thing say big money kings, big money queens. But you can't get this, y'all, not around no toxic ass family, not in no raggedy ass city with your toxic ass family. That's stupid, y'all, right? I had to leave my toxic family. I just moved back to Central Florida, y'all. I left this mug for about 15 years. I lived in Charlotte for 8 years. I lived in Atlanta, I think, for 3 or 4 years. I even moved to St. Augustine for 2-3 years. I did not come back to Central Florida until I healed, because I was not going to come back here running around doing shit for my family. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do fuck? No. Right? So a lot of times you got to move away just so you can set boundaries. Why? Because these people always want you to be the little boy or the little girl that they see you as. They want you to keep going back, y'all. They want you to keep drinking. They want you to be on drugs. They want you to be in this toxic energy because it creates a codependent dynamic in the family. So now everybody codependent on one another. Now you can't let go. Why? Because you need to watch your kids. Bingo, phone, phone making all kind of noises, y'all. You can't move away now. Why? Because you need your grandma to babysit, and that bitch is toxic and nasty. Oh, you can't move away now. Why? Because you got your sister who you need to help you run your business, and that bitch toxic and sabotaging everything. Oh, you can't move now. You create codependent relationships, y'all, with people who are bottom feeders, and they will always be that way. You got to break it, y'all. I love it because God say when you break that shit, you get big money. How do I know? Me. Again, me, y'all. I got an announcement that's coming out soon that's going to set everybody straight about who I am. Hello, right? But I'm going to tell you, y'all, I couldn't get that until I got rid of this shit here. This hair, you can't get this when you got that. Because I would have still been paying people mortgages. I would have still been letting bitches borrow money. I'd have still been maxing out my credit cards to help people out. Right? No. God say, I can't bless you when you giving all your money away. When you in debt. My debt, y'all, ain't never had nothing to do with me. And that's the God's honest truth. My debt was always other people's shit. Other people needing shit. My cards, y'all, were maxed out for other people that needed my help and never paid me back. God said, I cannot bless you until you learn boundaries and how to say no to everybody. Now, big money, y'all. Yeah. Somebody, your parents feels like you are the karmic child. Look, somebody, your parents feel like you the karmic child. But you are the one that's breaking the generational curse of this false prophet. Do you know how many people have false prophets in their damn family? That's that motherfucker that's trying to tell you about Jesus all the time. But it's the nastiest person in the family. Stop playing. Somebody, you got a false prophet in your family. Look, single parent. It could be your damn mama, y'all. That thing say single parent. Somebody, you grew up with a single parent. Look, single parent. You grew up with a single parent and you feel guilty and you giving this person too much. Over giver's exhaustion. Somebody, you have given too much because you felt sorry for your mama because she was a single parent. She did her best for me, so I gotta give her everything. She was a single parent because that bitch couldn't keep no husband. The fuck? She was a single parent because she kept having babies out of wedlock. Anyone who is a single parent is because your ass want to be a single parent. I plan my kids in a marriage, bitch. The fuck is you doing? If you a single parent, it's because you want to be one. You don't have a baby by mistake. If you are a woman, stop playing. I don't care how old you are. Unless it is forced upon you, then it is a choice. So stop lying to yourself. Unless it was forced upon you, it was a choice. I don't care if you were 16, you chose to get pregnant. I don't care if you was 12, you chose to get pregnant. I don't care if you didn't have anybody to tell you any better. Your little ass knew you shouldn't have been fucking. I don't care about that, y'all. Like these young girls, you knew that wasn't right. Bitch, go play with a baby doll. My baby is 10. She plays with baby dolls. My 17-year-old watch baddies on TV and hang out with her girlfriends in the room. Y'all, nobody does that low vibrational stuff. So if you got a 12, 13, 14-year-old that's having sex, you need to see what's wrong with her because that's stupid. And you over here feeling sorry for your mama because she had you young. She shouldn't have been fucking. That's stupid. I don't give a fuck. Somebody, you are the karmic child because you grew up with a single parent, and this single parent is a false prophet. And this person has been telling you stuff to keep you stuck all your life. That's why you keep going back, y'all. Relapses here with family drama. And you keep giving to the point of exhaustion. Somebody, you exhausted because you keep giving to your family. Girl, that thing say overgiver's exhaustion. It is, y'all. Like somebody, you have given so much of yourself that you don't even have anything left for yourself, is what God just said. Your parent carries a lot of guilt. Whoever this message is for, look, it says without discernment, you'll mistake a wolf for a shepherd. Some serve only themselves, their ego, and their lust. Y'all, let me tell you something about emotional incest. That's what I'm seeing out here, y'all. As I look at these, emotional incest is this. When you grow up with a single parent and that parent depends on you for everything, for their emotional needs, for their physical needs, especially if it's a sick parent, y'all, and you got to help this parent and take care of this parent. And let me tell you, parents on drugs, that's a sickness too. You grow up with a addict mother or an addict father. Now you're taking care of that person, y'all. So now you create an emotional bond with someone that turns into emotional incest because you shouldn't have to take care of your parent, y'all. That's dumb as hell. Thank you, Shantae. So somebody, you develop a relationship with your parent based on emotional incest because you felt like you had to take care of this parent simply because of their addictions, their behavior, or their brokenness. Why? Because if you a single parent and you go have 3, 4, 5 kids and you make your oldest children take care of the youngest, you toxic. That shit is toxic as fuck. Because now you're teaching this child how to take care of other children that are not their problem. You're teaching this child how to overgive. That's not your child's problem. It's not. So now your ass is over here, right over here, mad because you give into a family that your mama said you had to give to. That's learned behavior, y'all. Cut that shit off. At the point I realized that I was sick of giving to people that weren't even giving back to me. See, overgiver's exhaustion. I ain't gonna get to the point of exhaustion. If you start fucking up my peace, it's a problem, y'all. That thing says you poured into everyone until you ran dry. It's time to refill your soul, y'all. Somebody, you've given too much. Somebody, this is what you need to do to your family right here. Fuck them off. Flick them off, child. Fuck you. That's how I do mine. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Today. Man, God say do that shit today, y'all. Girl, that thing say today. All right, kings and queens. All right, now in the moment, y'all, because let me tell you, other than someone's family, this is a beautiful ass reading, y'all. I got daughter romance, caring connections, all of this beautiful energy. And simply your whole new life will begin when you let go your family, child. That is what this message is. Girl, that thing say divine redirection. Somebody, you might have an unplanned move coming in because look, unplanned move. Because God say it's time for you to smell the roses, right? Sometimes somebody, you gotta move. You need to pack up because you can't even smell the roses. You can't even relax. Y'all, girl, that thing say smell the roses today. Child. Somebody, you stressed. Girl, that thing say slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature. Your soul is outgrowing the place that you're in, y'all. And God is literally trying to redirect you, all right, on your path to this new life. All right, you got new life out here. What's new life? Clarify new life. Girl, you ain't finna get this new life. All right, y'all. Somebody, this envy card is coming back out. All right, soon as I tried to clarify new life, y'all, crazy ass people. Somebody, wherever you are, people crazy. I don't know who message this is. Like, your new life cannot take place where you are. Because somebody, wherever you are, these people envy you. They envy your connection. They envy your money. These people crazy. They psychopath. How does that come out? When I'm clarifying new life, because God is trying to tell you, y'all. Yeah, girl, your channel song is I Just Want to Be Where You Are. Somebody, you got to move. And this could be about a relationship, y'all. I just want to be where you are. All right. Somebody, you got a psychopath. Yeah. And that's why your life's stagnant. Damn, y'all. Okay. Somebody, I don't know where you living and who the fuck is around you, but you got crazy conniving people around you, y'all. That thing says psychopath stagnant. Who is the psychopath? What is this psychopath? Y'all, girl, somebody you left. Girl, I cannot make it up. Y'all, the cars done hit the floor. Y'all, as soon as I went to clarify psychopath, all three of these fell out. Girl, that thing say gaslighting, left at the altar, and black sheep. Somebody, you are still living in the city of a town or somewhere in the vicinity of a crazy ass ex. That's what this is, y'all. Somebody, whoever this psychopath person is, or it could be many people, y'all, but it is people that you are leaving behind. Right? It is people, y'all. Even left at the altar could be many people. It's people that you have left behind, y'all. Why? Because you finally admitted, bitch, I'm the black sheep. But guess what? The black sheep was the goat the whole time. That thing said the black sheep was never lost, just leading from a different lane. Turns out you were the goat the whole time. Somebody, you just finally realizing who you are, and you leaving all of this gaslighting ass people behind. Somebody, you got people around you that gaslight you. They control you. Girl, that thing says you weren't crazy. They were controlling. They freed you before you gave it all away. Somebody, you better walk away because you're going to give it all away. That's what God is saying. And that's why your life is stagnant, because you stand in a place where people are taking everything from you. It's energy. I don't care if you stop giving people money, y'all. As long as they are stealing your energy, you will still feel depleted. Let me tell you, I stopped giving people money a long time ago, y'all. But that does not mean I was healed. I stopped giving them money, number one, because God damn near took everything away. Yeah, shit, at some point, I ain't had nothing else to even give people, y'all. Right? God will strip you down to nothing so that you don't even have money to lend to people, right? But then when you stop giving them money, if you still keep them around, that toxic energy is still depleting you. Somebody, you over here like, well, I ain't giving people money. It don't fucking matter. If you let these toxic, low vibrational people stay around you your whole life, look, it's going to be stuck until you do what? Burn the bridge. Somebody, you got to burn bridges with these people in your life. That's why your life's stagnant. Somebody, you mad at your whole life and you over here in the house being antisocial and shit. Girl, that thing say in your feelings. Left out. Somebody, you being antisocial, but it don't mean your life isn't getting any better, y'all. Your life is stagnant because of where you are. Somebody, you got to burn bridges. You can't even trust these people, y'all. Somebody ain't even loyal. And every time you need these people, they turn their back on you. But that thing say peace is priceless. Somebody, you got to realize that peace is priceless. Yeah. Somebody, you could even be going through legal situations, right? I got legal coming out. It says lawyer, court, and paperwork, y'all. Somebody, this could be about custody of a child or something, y'all. Yeah. Definitely divorce court or custody child, because legal is out here with love affair. Somebody, I feel like whoever this person is, this could definitely be a divorce or family court or something going on. This person would keep you tied up forever, y'all. Y'all know how these people are. Like, when you get to move your own life, and that's half of the problem, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Y'all think people be y'all family and friends until you begin to grow. And you realize that, yeah, people be that way as long as they can control you. At the point you begin to grow, right? And you begin to, this, like, for example, this is what I'm seeing with this karmic child out here. There's a masculine. I could never make it up. At the bottom of the deck, clingy, old exes, dead relationships. You have now moved on, right? But you and this ex cool. Like y'all cool as fuck, right? So you thinking, okay, well, we cool, masculine or feminine. It don't matter, right? You over here like, yeah, man, I'm cool with my baby daddy. Yeah, I'm cool with my baby mama. Yeah, right? But let me tell you, yeah, when you in a distance, absolutely. Divorce, ghosted, separation. Y'all ain't together no more, right? But then you begin to go date somebody else. Right? So now you happy, right? So now you telling everybody you happy, right? So now you thinking, okay, good, I'm happy. But now this person is trying to destroy your life. You can't even date openly. You can't do nothing because you afraid your ex is gonna call people. You got a crazy ex-husband that's calling people. You got a crazy baby mama that's calling people. Now you are realizing that you gotta block these motherfuckers, y'all. People are not your friends. You are not friends with your baby mama. You are not friends with your baby daddy. That's stupid, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all. 113 people watching, only 91 thumbs up. You have to block these people, y'all, because all you will do is continue to seep your energy to people who never deserved it, y'all. Two-faced people. And y'all be over here talking about, yeah, my baby mama cool. When she thought you could get her back, or when she thought she could come back, or when he thought he could come back. As long as these people think there is a door open, y'all are going to be cool. But at the time they realize that that door has been closed, what they doing? Beating that bitch down. Now they threaten you. They're going to take you to court. Legal matters here, right? Oh, now we're going to go to court. Now I'm going to put you on child support. Now you got to increase alimony. Now I'm going to do all this shit. That's your fault. Because I don't know why you think that these people are ever your friends. Let me tell you, if y'all was that cool, y'all still be together. That's what I tell couples that I counsel all the time. If you and your ex was meant to be together, y'all would be together. The fuck are you talking about? Right? If you and that person was meant to be together, y'all would be together. That's not your person. So guess what? Y'all not cool. Ain't shit cool about that. That's stupid, y'all. Why? Because goddamn envy. I could never make it up. Somebody, look at this shit right here. This your ex. Envy out here twice. Envy, envy, envy. People envy your growth, collective. People envy your growth because of what it is that you are manifesting, y'all. 838. 8 is manifestation. 3 is creation. You are creating something for your life. Stop acting like these people don't envy you. Stop acting like your old friends that grew up with you who still ain't got shit is actually happy for you. When you outgrow people, you outgrow them for a reason, y'all. Your broke ass friends ain't happy because you got money. Your broke ass friends that still living at home ain't happy because you got a nice, beautiful home. Your damn homeboys that still living in hotels and shit ain't happy because you got your own spot. Your homeboys that still slanging on the corner ain't happy because you got your own business. And then you make the mistake of hiring these bitches. They finna tear your shit down, y'all. Stop hiring friends and family. My worst mistake ever. Hello. I don't talk about y'all. I talk about me. Stop doing that shit, y'all. These people would tear your shit down because they are jealous and they are envious. And when you understand that, you will stop surrounding yourself with two-faced ass people calling them your homeboy or your homegirl. These people are not your homeboy or your homegirl, y'all. They are jealous, two-faced people who are clinging on to you because they know that you're finna be blessed, y'all. Somebody, you got a blessing as soon as you block these envious people, y'all. All right, let's switch up this energy, y'all. Let's see what's coming in love. Because I'm telling you, y'all, the bottom of this base is love. But somebody, damn, I guess I had to tell you about your whole damn family before we could get to the love. Because shit. Oh, because that's why you ain't got the love. Okay, well, say that shit, God. Yep, that's what God say. No, God say, yeah, you had to. Because that's why they ain't got the love. Somebody you don't even understand. The reason you don't have what it is that you want in love is because you got a gaslighting ass family that keep telling you you don't deserve it. That girl too good for you. That man too good for you. How many of y'all done walked away from a whole king because your mama them said that he ain't no good. He don't this, he ain't that. Oh, he got kids. You don't want a man with kids. Kings have kids, y'all. The fuck is you talking about? Right? You don't walked away from a whole queen. Why? Because she's been married a couple times. Well, bitch, she's a queen. I'm sure she has been. A peasant ain't been married, y'all. A real queen, if she is at least 30 something years old, that bitch done been married before, y'all. Stop playing. If you meet an old woman that ain't never been married before, that's because that bitch is selfish. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all dumbasses want selfish bitches. Oh shit, she ain't never been married. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna be her first husband. Ha ha ha. That bitch ain't never been married because she's selfish and she don't want to be married. That bitch ain't got no kids because she's selfish and she don't want kids. Your ass over here saying, I want a woman with no kids. Okay, go get a woman with no kids. I bet she ain't gonna take care of you either because she don't have a fucking nurturing bone in her body. And your ass over here, I got a bad bitch. She ain't got no kids. She ain't never been married. That bitch is traveling with her friends. She ain't something about you or your kids. She ain't trying to take care of you or your kids. If you find a bad bitch who's single at 30 something years old and traveling, it's because she don't want to be married. She don't want to take care of no man and she don't want to be a wife. That's fine. But then your ass need to stop looking because that's stupid. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all be looking at TikTok bitches talking about, oh, I'm gonna make her a wife. No, the fuck you ain't. She don't want to be no wife. And I don't blame her, y'all. Not everybody should be a wife. Now, I ain't saying that shit. Some women, y'all need to live y'all damn lives. I am a teacher. I am a leader. I am a guide, right? But I believe that it is a group of women. You don't need no man. You better go out there and pop your shit. You do not need a man. Go out there and pop your shit. I believe in divine unions for people who have callings on their life, y'all. I am not somebody that says everybody needs to be married. I don't do that, y'all. Right? Sometimes you are supposed to live this life and show other young girls how to pop your shit, y'all. Single. Right? Whatever your destined life is your destined life, right? That's between you and God. But most people who have a calling to lead the collective will have a divine partner to do that with because you are supposed to be supported in the mission of God. That's Christ consciousness, y'all. All right? That's unity consciousness. All right? Let's get into this part, y'all. So let me see, y'all, then what's T, child? All right, y'all, let's see what's the tea, because I don't know what's going on with this connection, y'all. You might not know, child, either, but we about to find out, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, somebody, you have a masculine whose heart is healing at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's a masculine who has embraced their healing. That's what God is saying. Broken heart is in the reverse. I love that. Literally being clarified by healing era. So there's a masculine collective, y'all, who have begun to enter their healing era, is what I'm hearing God say. Somebody's going to therapy. Someone could be journaling. Someone's doing their shadow work, y'all. It says breaking old cycles, soft but strong. See, that's what the masculine has to understand. You can be soft but strong, y'all. Like, you ain't got to be no weak man, because a queen don't want a weak man. But you need to be soft but strong, because a queen don't want no mean man either. Like, don't nobody want somebody that's talking to you all hard and shit. Say that shit for the kids. Say that shit for the job, for the sports. I don't know. Whatever it is, you cannot bring that to your queen. A queen needs a man who understands that he is soft but strong. You cannot be a dictator, y'all. All right. What is healing era with daughter romance? All right. Yeah. Somebody was sending you mixed signals, y'all. All right. So somebody, your person is now realizing that it's their fault because they were sending you mixed signals, but somebody also hadn't healed yet, y'all. And I tell you, when you meet a person, you don't know where they are in life. But when you spend time with them, y'all, you will be able to gauge where they are on their healing journey. And if you realize, y'all, 844, which is 4444, right? Your unions are protected no matter what. Your person is your person no matter what, y'all, right? But it doesn't mean that it's the right time. And a lot of times you'll meet people at the wrong time. When that person begins to get this hot cold, it says yes today, maybe tomorrow, confusing behavior, ask for clarity, not excuses. See, a lot of times when they get this mixed signal stuff, y'all just back up. So now you done went years and years and years with nothing, right? Because you didn't ask for clarity. Ask for clarity. When someone gives you the clarity that they don't want it, they ain't ready, and y'all are not on the same page, they move on with your life, y'all. But you cannot be with someone, right, who is sending you mixed signals. So I feel like there's a masculine in your energy who is in a healing era, because somebody is now realizing that they were the one sending the mixed signals. Oh, damn, you blocked this person? Girl, that thing says block. Girl, that thing say block and deleted. Damn. Holy shit, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Girl, that thing say block and deleted. Okay, you ain't just block them, girl. You blocked them and deleted them. And cut the location off. Because when you block people, apparently your location cut off. I didn't know that. Look, that thing say blocked and deleted. It says hard stop, access denied, protecting your peace, digitally and emotionally. See, divine feminine, you have to do this though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. You have to do this at some point because when your anxiety and your emotions and stuff get all weird because of they mixed signals, what do? Protect your energy, queens. You protect your energy. Girl, that thing say I had to let it hurt. That is your channel song. I had to let it hurt. Let me tell you about the divine feminine. When you have already healed and you have awakened to your journey, and you realize that the behavior of someone, no matter who it is, right? Whether it's love, whether it's friends, no matter who it is, when you begin to say, oh, wait, that stung a little bit. Shit, that hurt. Girl, you gonna block and delete motherfuckers. Because you will not give people the opportunity to hurt you. Friends and all. I don't give a fuck. If I at the point I realized that I had friends that I thought were friends that were meddling in my entire life, bitch, block, delete. Block, delete. When I found out I had family that had been meddling in my life with my kids and stuff, block, delete, block, delete. I don't play that shit, y'all. You start blocking and deleting people. I don't give a fuck who it is, right? That thing say hard stop, access denied. Somebody, you begin to protect your peace. It says sometimes silence is self-respect. As the divine feminine, respect yourself enough to block them. Ain't nobody going back and forth with that dumb shit. That is not respectful of you and of your time, y'all. If you got a man that's going to text you Monday, not say nothing else to Wednesday or Thursday, that's not respectful of your time. Because I can guarantee you, you waiting on a response from a question or something you asked 4 days ago. And now all of a sudden they want to respond. Fuck no, block that shit. Why? Because that's love in slow motion. I could never make it up. I love my spirit, guys. Bitch, we are not doing love in slow motion. Girl, that thing said love in slow motion. 1950 soul story. Somebody, you got that old school love. Girl, that thing say 1950 soul story. The harmony sessions, the story of us. Somebody, this your story. It's 1, 2, 3 people watching. Yeah, this your story. That shit been in slow motion. Girl, that thing been in slow motion, y'all. I cannot make it up. Satya say it's in no motion now. Hello? Satya. Oh God, girl, you fun. She said that thing is in no motion. Y'all, that thing is funny. Girl, no motion. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you done blocked this. Oh God. All right. Girl, blocked and deleted, y'all. What's caring connections? We got caring connections out here twice, though, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you, bitch, because you in CEO energy. Who don't want you? Stop playing, y'all. Girl, that thing say CEO energy. Girl, you got multiple connections. Somebody, you might have a choice. All right, with caring connection out here twice. Somebody, you got a choice. And let me tell you, God always does it that way, y'all. God ain't gonna never tell a divine feminine who has healed and done her work that you got to wait around on somebody else who's not doing theirs. If your person is not doing their healing work, God will send somebody else in. Somebody, you might have a choice. It's 2 connections out here, y'all. Stop playing. And what's at the bottom? Family drama. That's what this is, y'all. This is the masculine's drama. At the bottom of this deck is family drama. I told you, y'all. Somebody's having a wake-up call that they needed to set boundaries, y'all, with their family. I could never make it up. Look at that shit, y'all. Somebody's they're having a whole realization. That thing says family drama, wake-up call, and boundaries. All of this is the same person, y'all. Somebody, this is a masculine who's realizing now that their family drama has left y'all what? Situationally single at the bottom of the deck. Stop playing, girl. That thing says technically single, emotionally unavailable, keeping options open, not ready to commit. Don't take it personal. See, this is the thing, y'all. The reason y'all get mad when your person is leaving you situationally single is because you stopped dating. Ain't nobody tell you to do that shit. Why do you stop dating? If you are not married, you are single. I have told y'all that a million times. If you are not married, you are single. So if someone has left your ass over here situationally single, then why you stop dating? Most of y'all be pissed off because y'all over here by yourself and you're not even dating. That's your fault. Somebody having a wake-up call, y'all, because they needed to set boundaries with their damn family. All of this family drama is out here, y'all. Somebody had to heal this. What is this energy? Girl, if I see wake up call come out another deck, I'm about to go away. What is this energy? What's healing era for this divine masculine? Clarify that. What's healing era? Yeah, bitch, shadow work. I'm never making this up. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody doing that shadow work. I am clarifying healing era, y'all. Shadow work came out. Somebody, your person got cornrows or dreads. Somebody wear a lot of hoodies. Girl, that is the number 11 card, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody coming into alignment, y'all. That thing says sit with the parts you hide. Name them, own them, free them. What face can finally fade, y'all? You gotta face it. And most people don't want to face that your family will fuck up your relationships. Do y'all not understand when the Bible says a man has to leave his family and cleave to his wife, what that really means? Let me tell you something, y'all. When I was married to karmics, I always got along with their family. That's how you know God is real. Them men that I wasn't never supposed to be married to, child, I'm still friends with their mama. I thought the Mama Vera not. Hell, me and Mama Vera hung out, y'all. That's my first husband from mama. Me and Mama Vera cool, right? My second husband, the narcissist crazy, hell, his sister them text me last week. You always are close to the men who are karmic family. When you a real bitch and you get with your person, oh, their family gonna hate you. Why? Because you're gonna help that person grow. You're gonna help that person heal. See, families that love you, them are usually the marriages that your ass ain't supposed to be in anyway. When a family hates you, that's the bitch you supposed to be with. You supposed to be with the one your family hate. Why? Because that bitch gonna make you grow up and see that your family full of shit. Somebody, you got family drama, and your whole wake-up call is that your ass should have been set boundaries with your family. That thing say boundaries. Why? Because everybody has to do it, y'all. You cannot be in a healthy relationship and have your mama, sister, cousin, brother, them all in your shit. If I would have listened to my sister, I wouldn't been with my damn person, y'all. I wouldn't have been with him. That's why y'all be over here like the fuck. No. Like if you listen to your friends and family, you wouldn't be with your person because they are not telling you to be together. They're telling you to leave that person. They're telling you don't be with that person. They're telling you y'all too different. Y'all shouldn't be together. Why you with this person? Stop playing. Y'all be over here acting like your family is really going to support your growth. Grow up. Somebody, you doing shadow work or your person is doing shadow work, y'all. My family has always been my biggest haters. Y'all, why? Because you have starseed vibes, y'all. You gonna understand as a starseed, your family will always be your biggest haters, y'all. They will never want you to do better than them. They don't want you to do better than them, y'all. Somebody, you have starseed vibes. It says you don't fit the box, but you gotta build a new one, y'all. You gotta build a new one. And a lot of times, y'all are so afraid to leave the broken family dynamic, like you can't build your own. I'm so confused. Why can't you not build your own family dynamic, y'all? Why are you over here dealing with somebody broken ass family drama? Girl, that thing says old wounds, new arguments. Y'all argue about the same thing. Generational patterns of drinking, of abuse, of alcoholism, all of that poverty. All of that stuff is generational, y'all. Somebody got to break it. Somebody got to break it. Somebody, you got a starseed. Either this is you or your person. I got starseed vibes out here, y'all. But look, I could never make it up, bitch. This is a soul contract. Where y'all going? Nowhere. Girl, that thing say soul contract. Where y'all going? Nowhere. That's what you got to understand, y'all. It's 141 people watching. What's this? Karen connection twice. 1414, 141. Now it's 140. I'll take that, bitch. 1414. Stop playing. Caring connections, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all. Like the video. All right. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. All right. Thank you for the gifts. I will be live on my Discord, y'all, to take Q&A today and do channel music. All right, or take your questions, whichever one y'all want. If y'all don't have questions, we're gonna channel music, all right, and read it that way. All right, that'll be at 1:11. Meet us at 11:33, y'all, for the workday workflow in Discord. That's just where we play music and vibe. All right. Somebody, this is a soul contract. Yeah, your person in the gym, child. Somebody in here working out, girl, that thing say effortless ease. All right. Somebody's a bodybuilder. Someone could lift weights, y'all. Y'all, I just noticed this. Girl, this thing say 414. What is that, my grandma? I could never make it up, y'all. Ancestor messages. Y'all know when I see 414, April 14th is the date that my grandmother was buried. 414 is out here, y'all. That thing says starseed vibes and soul contract. When you know that you have a soul contract, y'all, you ain't worried about that dumb stuff. You really aren't, y'all. Somebody, this is a fated meeting and it arrives on time. See, the thing is, y'all, most people feel like you met your person at the wrong time. You really didn't, y'all. You met your person exactly when God needed you to meet their ass, right? What you do with in between that time is between you and God. And that's the thing, y'all. Most times you be like, oh, it's just the wrong time. Well, you take that shit up with God, y'all. Why? Because that's a soul contract. It says a fated meeting arrives on time. Lessons in love included. Honor the agreement. You can't break an agreement that God has, y'all. Like you can't. And if you do, all you do is curse yourself. That's when people's lives fall apart. Y'all remember what's my show, y'all? I'm seeing Noah, the movie, y'all. Ooh, what is it, y'all? Is it The Notebook? Yeah, The Notebook with Noah. Remember Noah, when Noah, and I can't think of her name, when they separated, y'all, that man's whole life fell apart. That man was over there drinking and shit, right? That man was over there fucking randoms. Y'all remember that part of it on The Notebook, child? It's 7:57, y'all. When God steps in and say it's time to change, you just gotta change. You can't help that you met your person. No one knew when he met her. Rachel, was that her name? Yes, Rachel. Right? So when Noah met Rachel, when Rachel went away and married the other man and all of that, Noah ass never got married. Noah was drinking, building on that raggedy house and fucking randoms. And he was never going to be at ease because Rachel was his person. You got to understand, if a divine masculine does not honor the agreement, that's his life, y'all. That motherfucker going to be over there lonely because nobody can replace your energy. And they will never forget you because it is a soul contract. You can move on and create whatever life you want with a soulmate. Now, it won't be the same, but you can find love, y'all. But your person, that's a soul contract. That man gonna be drinking by himself, talking about, I let her get away. Child, please, that's them. Everybody time for that shit. All right. So somebody, a soul contract, which you got to understand, it cannot be broken. It is a soul contract, y'all. Somebody, you are in this CEO energy as well. And I feel like a lot of times your person feels like you make it look easy, right? When I look at effortless ease with CEO energy here on the Divine Feminine, it's like maybe your person feel like your life easy. No, we just make it look easy, y'all. I am a whole CEO. I make my life look easy because I refuse to stress about stuff I cannot control, y'all. A real CEO ain't stressed. Not at all, y'all. I ain't never stressed. I run multiple businesses. I'm not stressed. I only do what I can do. And if it can't get done, and if it infringes upon my kids, my peace, and my resting, bitch, I'm gonna take a nap before I take a phone call from a client. I don't give a fuck. You trust God. If you think you're gonna run a real CEO around, like chasing after clients and answering phone calls, not a real CEO, y'all. You are not in CEO energy if you work in 12, 13, 15-hour days. That is not a CEO. I am a CEO. My shit runs effortlessly. That's what a CEO does, y'all. A CEO establishes their business so that they can run and do their purpose. They understand balance, work-life balance, y'all. It's CEO energy, not somebody that's working 17, 40 hours a week and you over here talking about you a CEO. No, you a worker, bitch. What Cardi B say? You a worker bee? You a worker bee, y'all. That is a worker bee. Only worker bees work the amount of hours. That's crazy as fuck, y'all. You make that shit look easy. It's supposed to be easy, y'all. It says when it's right, it glides. Drop the struggle that isn't required. You should not be struggling if you own a business. That's crazy, y'all. You shouldn't, right? So I feel like this CEO energy here, a lot of times as a divine feminine, you may make life look easy, right? And they over here like, well, damn, you got your kids and you doing this and and it's just so easy for you. No, the fuck it ain't. We just don't stress like y'all. I ain't gonna sit over here and talk about it. I'm so stressed. I got this going on. I got that going on. Don't I give a fuck about that? It's called such is life. I keep telling people that such is life. As long as you are living, you are going to stress if you allow yourself. Why? Because bills are bills, kids are kids, work is work. That's called life, motherfucker. People be complaining about life. Girl, please clean the shower. What the fuck, right? Why are you complaining about life? Clean your house. The fuck? Cook your kids dinner. The fuck, right? Like, why are you complaining about stuff that everybody has to do? That's called a victim mindset, y'all. A victim mindset. Yeah. Somebody, your person has been an algorithm puppet. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. What I'm getting from this card, you know how people take advice from social media, right? That's what I'm picking up from this card. Yeah, this card is 46 and this card is 47. Yeah. See, this is somebody, y'all, they were being a puppet to social media and advice. Bitch, that thing says an algorithm puppet. Watch this. Show me what this energy is. Somebody was being a puppet to the algorithms. Somebody wasn't following what, look, bitch, why? Fall from grace. Why? Crown Royal. I could never make it up. Why? I said, watch this. Yeah, your person was taking a fall from grace because this is somebody who's supposed to be crown royal with you, y'all, but they stubborn as the fuck with this Taurus ass energy, y'all. This is somebody who knew that y'all were royalty. Girl, that thing say royal energy never settles. It carries itself with higher standards, embodying nobility, honor, and righteousness, rich in spirit. Why? Because this is the divine feminine, bitch. You own shit. You got shit. You bought your shit. You are in CEO crown royal energy. This man over here starts listening to the damn internet. What? Because the internet will tell you that strong women are masculine. The internet will tell you every low vibrational thing it can about a strong woman. That is why men are encouraged to go after these pick-me bitches. They want the baddies. They want the bitch with her ass out on Instagram. They want the bitch with her ass out on Facebook, right? Because the algorithms tell these men to be with these women instead of being what? Challenged by a real woman of God, bitch. Why? Because we're going to challenge your ass to grow the fuck up and get off Instagram. That's stupid as fuck. Taking love advice off of Instagram from a bitch you don't even know if they got nobody, y'all. How the hell you listening to people for advice on social media and you don't even know they real life? You don't know their real life. You don't know who them people got, y'all. And most men take love advice off of Instagram. And that's why their asses be over here falling from grace. That thing say fall from grace. Falling from grace serves as a reminder of humility and a chance to rise stronger and wiser. Somebody had become an algorithm puppet, y'all. Yeah. And they felt like it was convenient. Look, Leo is out here. Y'all, that thing say crown royal. Leo energy. It is Leo season, y'all. Your person can be a Leo. You could be Leo. Leo placements, y'all. That thing says royal energy. Girl, royalty is out here twice. Y'all are a whole power couple, y'all. Y'all are star seeds. Right. But this person here, child, they was letting the social media manipulate them, child. That thing says royal energy flows through you, exuding confidence, leadership, and protective strength. Like the Lion of Judah, your presence commands attention and your generosity inspires guard against pride, overshadowing a noble spirit. Somebody had a lot of pride. Girl, that thing said guilty. Soon as I said pride, I looked at the bottom of the dick. Yeah, this is somebody who they're guilty of having too much damn pride, stubborn as fuck. Guilty, y'all. Girl, that thing says guilty because this is someone that you always had spiritual access to, but they were greedy. Somebody wanted you in the world is what I just heard. That's all this is. See, when divine feminine has spiritual access to your person, they don't like that. They don't like that you can read their energy. They don't like that you know them like the back of your hand. You cannot control that, retards. That's God. Like I say, take that shit up with God, y'all. If you mad because that lady can read your energy and you mad that she know you like the back of her hand, take that shit up with God. God gives you spiritual access, y'all. You cannot deny what it is that you know. And most men are greedy. So they want you around, but they want the world. And when you see the world in them, you pull back. And then they be mad. When you see the world in that man, pull that shit back, y'all, because that man will take you down. Greed is real. All divine connections don't start off divine, y'all. And that's what you got to understand. 9 times out of 10, when you meet your person, both of y'all ass is karmic. Y'all fucking, y'all sleeping together, and it's fine, y'all. But when you realize that the world is pulling more than God is, you just back that shit up, y'all. Go on, back that thing up. I heard God say, go on, back that thing up, y'all. So somebody, I feel like you back that thing up. And when you realize that it is a soul contract, you will back it up, y'all. You ain't got to be all up in somebody's energy, right? Somebody's afraid you won't give them a second chance, though. All right, your channel song says no second chances. If you are a real divine feminine and you are dealing with a real divine masculine, you will give them a second chance, y'all. I ain't talking about a peasant now. I'm talking about a real divine masculine. Grace is grace. God's grace and mercy is sufficient. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that abused you, beat you, and ran you through the mud. I am talking about a divine masculine who let the algorithms control them. Their family not set boundaries, y'all. Right? So whatever this is, justice is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. All right. So I'm gonna tell you, you're not a real divine feminine if you don't know how to forgive people, y'all. You need to pray. I'm gonna tell you now, if you one of them people and all this person did is, let their family interfere and, just weird shit that people do, and you say, well, I'm not forgiving him, then bitch, you need to pray. 8 of Cups, y'all. Somebody's walking away. Yeah. What's the 8 of Cups? Somebody's disappointed. What's the 8 of Cups? Yeah, 2 of Cups, bitch. Stop playing. Somebody born in 82. Someone you could be born on the 28th. Somebody walking away, y'all, for love. They want this shit. That thing say partnership, love, couple, soulmate, harmony, attraction, marriage, and mutual respect. Y'all, this is a soul contract. Somebody is walking away and letting go, right? So they can come together with this 2 of Cups. You have a level of spiritual access, y'all, that this person was afraid of. 9 of Cups. Somebody coming in, girl, that man happy. Somebody, your person could be a promoter, an entertainer. Somebody could be famous. 9 of Cups, y'all, wish fulfillment. Somebody realized that they almost let their greed, say that shit with the 4 of Swords. Somebody almost let their greed in what they wanted with you. It says consumed by selfish hunger. They devour without restraint, driven by unclean desires. Yeah, 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups, y'all, 44. All right. So somebody, your person is whelmed, daydreaming a lot. They feel like they've missed an opportunity because of that stagnant energy, y'all. I feel like you a little stressed too. All right, because the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Swords is in here, y'all. But the 6 of Wands and the King of Wands. Somebody recognize who you are now, y'all. That thing say the 6 of Wands and the King of Wands. That's all that fire energy, y'all. Look, the Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Y'all stop playing with the Page of Wands. Somebody, y'all can have kids, or somebody wants a child, or this could be a new beginning, y'all, right? Page of Wands. Good news. Somebody be open-minded, I will say, all right, because with the song being no second chances, I'm gonna tell you, divine feminine, you need to have an open mind, y'all, because it's not easy for a man in this world. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck with the King of Swords, yeah, and the damn Hangman. All right, y'all. It's not easy for men in this world. Y'all know I ride for my kings now. I teach y'all women, but I ride for my kings, because if you got a real king, then they will understand, and you should understand, that the world is not easy on either of us. Nobody has it easier than the other, y'all. Black men and black women, or just the chosen. I don't want to put a color on it, right? But it is the chosen one of the Most High. We don't have it easy. She ain't got it no easier than you, sir, and you ain't got it easier than her. And that is why you have to teach the new earth reality that says you got to come together, y'all. You cannot live whole separate lives and feel like your life is going to be easy in separation. That is separation, y'all. Unity conscious says that we come together as a king and queen, right? King and queen of wands, y'all, right? Somebody had to change their perspective. Why? Because the star is here. See, the thing about a real divine feminine, y'all, and most kings don't get this. They don't understand because they ain't never met you. A real divine feminine, she a star. This bitch got a following, right? She's an influencer, right? Like she got her own shit, y'all. And most men, they can't handle a star. Ask me how I know. Me, raise your hand. Shit, y'all, raise your hand. Most men can't handle this star energy. They can't handle a strong woman who knows who she is. They cannot handle a strong woman who who has faith in God. See, men want you to have faith in them. They want you to feel like, oh, my man got it. My man can provide. My man can do it. No, God can do it. Now, you have faith in God that the man that God has sent you can do it. But your faith ain't in that man. If that man lose his job, your faith is back to God. If that man decide he don't want to be with you, you still got faith in God. If that man whole life falling apart, you don't care why, because you got faith in God. Most men do not understand that. So they are not able to be with a woman in her star energy. Your real king will stand up for you. Say that shit. Your channel song, y'all, is He Stood Up For Me. Y'all, it is 9/11. Put that shit in the comments. If that man can't stand up for you, that is not your king. You are not my king. You got to understand that, y'all. A real king stands for you and nobody else. If that man putting his family before you, if he putting his job before you, if he putting the kids before you, that man is not your man. Why? Because the queen will run all of that shit. The queen got the kids together. The queen got the house together. The queen make your job easier for you. But if you feel like your queen is after your job, your kids, and your family, then that is not your king. Death to the end of that shit. Death, y'all. Put an end to that. A real king knows that the queen comes before anything. And if a man cannot tell you, you come first, even above the kids. Why? Because if you a queen, your king come before your kids. Because there is no comparison. You just handle it all. And that's the thing. People act like they got to choose. Well, I got to choose the kids, or I got to choose my person, or I got to choose my job. You ain't got to do nothing. Stand the fuck up and embrace leadership. Leadership means that I can lead my house, I can lead my job, and I can be with my person. That's real leadership. Y'all don't have leaders. Y'all got men that's trying to figure that shit out. If they trying to figure it out, that's not a king. Death, y'all. Transformation to the Queen of Cups. Say that shit, y'all. Somebody, you have gone through a spiritual transformation and a renewal that's bringing a change to how you see divine love. I don't talk about twin flames no more, y'all. I don't give a fuck about a twin flame. I talk about divine love, because y'all put labels on shit that you do not understand. Fuck that. Divine love says that man got to be divine. And if that man don't respect you as a queen, then he's not divine, y'all. That man is a karmic that think you can just be talked to any kind of way, y'all. That's crazy as fuck. All right, there's a spiritual transformation that's taking place so that you, divine feminine, can sit in that feminine ass energy. You can't be in feminine energy, thank you, high priestess, without a man who makes you feel safe. If you have to keep second guessing your intuition, then that's not somebody you can be with, y'all. At least not at this time, right? If you with somebody that's making you second guess your intuition and what it is that God said, oh, you got to walk away, because now you're questioning God. And if a man makes you question God, oh, child, that's a problem. When that man make you say, well, damn, God, am I crazy? Did I miss you? Like, damn, then it's time for you to walk away so that you can hear God again. And perhaps when you do that, maybe they ask and hear God too, right? See, a lot of times you hanging around hoping that they hear God. No, they can't hear God until you walk away. And what happens in the in-between time is up to God. See, many times y'all won't walk away because you feel like, well, if I walk away, then what if he finds somebody else? Or shit, what if I meet somebody else? Then that's what's meant to happen, y'all. Whatever is meant to be will be. You over here holding on to it, man. Let me tell you something. If you walk away to listen to God and that man decide to go out and sleep with somebody, create a baby, do whatever the fuck low vibrational people do, then leave their low vibrational ass out there, right? But if you are taking time to simply seek God, then that person should allow you time to do that. Girl, that thing say piece by piece. Piece by piece, y'all. Somebody, you are being restored piece by piece. All right, let me get you. Look, y'all, the King and Queen of Cups. I'm done. Let me get y'all some advice. All right, King of Cups and the Queen of Cups back to back with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands back to back, y'all. All right, if this is your story, this is your advice, y'all, so I can get to your career right quick and higher purpose messages. All right, y'all, if this is your person, this is absolutely a divine union. But someone had to have a wake-up call. All right, it's just too much family drama. It's just too much going on, y'all. And God never wants you to be a part of nobody's chaos, y'all. Always remember that. God don't want you to be a part of somebody else's chaos. Who the hell got time for that? All right. So sometimes you have to set boundaries for yourself so that you don't find yourself in somebody else's family drama. Why? Because goddamn, it's still coming out. Somebody has been very codependent on their family. Y'all, goddamn. Beware of codependency. But that thing says addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. I'm telling you, y'all, addictions and codependency. That's what this whole reading has been about. Your whole marriage, union, whatever this is, y'all, has been affected by someone's addictions and codependency to their family. Yeah, and overthinking. Overthinking in your advice, y'all. It says replaying or playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which were not there at first. Somebody, you and your person were fine at first. And then they just started overthinking because their family got in their ear telling them all kind of shit. Y'all, look how this man covering his ears. Somebody, your person knew who you was from the day they met you. But they let all of this around them, right, get in their head. They began to overthink this entire connection. And that's why somebody had to have a wake-up call and set boundaries. Because if not, people gonna always be in your ear, y'all, telling you dumb shit about your person. And somebody was replaying all of the negative shit over and over in their damn head, y'all. I could never make it up. Girl, have faith in your advice. It says the angels are working behind the scene to make this relationship flourish, y'all. All right, have faith. All right, open yourself to others. Now, I'm going to tell you, y'all, if you are done with this situation, then open yourself up to others, right? You can't be done with one situation and then close off. All right, it says this is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship, or if you're single, all right, open yourself to others is your advice. All right, advice, y'all. All right, boundaries. What did I say? Boundaries is out here a couple times. It says you need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. When someone pulls their energy back, y'all, because they dealing with all of this family drama, don't chase them. Don't call them. Don't do all of that shit. You just set boundaries because this ain't got shit to do with you. I don't care what nobody else has going on, y'all. Life, all the time. If you got family creating drama in your life, that's your fault. I don't give a fuck about that. I be telling y'all making excuses. Well, I know he having problems with his baby mama. Well, I know he having problems with his mama. Then I don't give a fuck. Man up. The fuck? Where your dick at? Where your dick at? Ain't nobody got time for that shit, y'all. Why? Because this shit was already written. Don't play with me ever. This was already written. And when you understand that a divine contract is already written, don't nobody give a fuck about your drama. That's stupid. 919, y'all. That thing was already written. 9 is wisdom, y'all. 1 is new beginnings. All right, keep the door open. Who is that? The Weeknd? Bruno Mars? Leave the door open. Yeah, leave the door open. Stop playing, y'all. That thing say keep the door open, y'all. It says don't be so focused on closed doors that you don't see the ones which open for you. All right, let me get you guys a quick career reading. All right, see what it is that you need to know. And career, y'all, again, the schedule for today is 11:33. All right, the workday workflow in the Discord, that is music. All right, we be vibing. You listen to music at work. We do talk in the comments. All right, if I happen to get a message during the workday flow, I will cut in. All right, and give y'all the messages. But we will be on Discord live at 1:11. I will take questions. All right. If you have the questions and you want to pre-submit them to Marky, you can. If you want to wait until the live, you can submit them then. All right, that will be at 1:11 on the Discord. All right, if y'all be wanting y'all little questions and get your ass on Discord, you can ask me whatever you want for free. Right, on the Discord, not on this damn YouTube. All right, y'all. Also, we have 7 o'clock. I will be back here at 7. All right, for a live love reading or whatever comes out. Might not be love, y'all. I don't know. I just do whatever comes out. So I'm not gonna say it's love. All right, could still be your karmic ass family since that shit keep coming up in the energy, right? But whatever it is, all right, that will be at 7 p.m. tonight. All right, right after that at 8:30, we will go right into the smoke and vibe session. That is our wind down, chill down. All right, into the day. All right, that is our schedule every Tuesday and Thursday. Now, this coming Thursday, I forgot we doing something on this coming Thursday. Marky gonna have to remind me because I don't be remembering the schedule, y'all. All right, let's see what's going on in career right quick. All right, let's see what's going on in career. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, y'all. This full moon energy is actually beautiful energy, because a lot of it has to do with the karmic clearing, all right, and understanding where it is that God desires for you to be at this time. And you cannot, y'all, have a successful life if you don't know or are able to identify the crazy people around you, y'all. Like, you got to be able to see people for who they are, right? You can't just have your ass out here in these streets trusting everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, y'all. All right, let's get into this career right quick, y'all. All right, career. All right, somebody, you got a surprise coming. Yeah, be ready for the change, y'all. Somebody, I feel like you risked something in your career, or you feel like it will be a risk, but I feel like you're gonna be surprised. All right, because this risk is gonna, savings. All right, this risk is gonna pay off, y'all. Somebody, I feel like financially, you've been trying to save a lot of money, right? It has something to do with you changing. Now, this could be a move, all right, we create savings for the future. But I am seeing that a lot of times we live in excess, y'all. Sometimes, let's say it this way. You don't need everything, and your kids don't need everything. Most times, people will be surprised at how much money you can save when you stop doing too much, y'all. Like, a lot of times, I tell people this all the time, because y'all know I'm a coach. I coach people all the time, y'all. Life, family, relationship, it don't matter. I have to tell my single parents this all the time. Stop parenting your children out of your lack. Just because you didn't have every toy, just because you didn't have everything, y'all. Don't do that, because now you spoil these kids. You give them stuff that they don't need, they don't deserve, and you can't afford, y'all. I did that shit. I only tell y'all what I know because I'm 51 years old. I got 4 kids. I have done this shit. I was buying my damn baby them damn car things, y'all, them 4-wheelers and what is them, the little Mercedes, man. My baby had the Mercedes 4-wheeler. She had the Jeep. She had all of that. Man, them kids ride that shit for not even a year. That shit be towed up somewhere, and you still making payments on some shit that they don't even use no more, y'all. Stop parenting your children out of your fucking lack. That is why you won't ever have shit, y'all. You gotta learn that, because that's what this is, y'all. That thing says gambling and savings. Don't risk too much, right? A lot of times you over here talking about, because something's going to change in your life and you need your money. That's what God is saying. Y'all, fast change is out here twice. There is something that is about to change in someone's life and their money, but God is trying to show you now how to be a good steward. You got to be a good steward. You think God's going to make you a millionaire so you can go buy your kids more toys? That's stupid. That's ignorant as fuck. Y'all, oh yeah, God, make me a millionaire so I can go buy my kids more shit. For them to tear that shit up. I don't tell you what I heard. I tell you what I know, y'all. I got a damn $700 pool thing on my back patio right now, y'all. I bought that shit for Christmas 2 years ago. It might have been last year. My damn brother son tore that shit up. And the sad thing is, my kids didn't even tear it up. They tore it up. $700, y'all. Me and my daughter only played with the thing maybe a few times. It's one of the things where you can shoot pool, play air hockey, all of that stuff, child. No, other people come tear your shit up. Until you clear your life of karmic ass people, don't be spending money like that. This Christmas, I'm going to get some stuff for my kids at my house, because now I don't nobody else live with me. But you be going to get shit for your kids and you let other badass kids tear it up. Stop playing. Badass kids. Come tearing up your kids' shit because they badass kids can't afford it. That's all it be. You can afford certain things for your kids, and then you let your badass cousins, nieces, nephews tear they shit up. That's stupid as hell, y'all. Stop buying that shit. Until you and your kids are able to take care of it, don't buy that shit. I regret I spent all that damn money just for that shit to be tore up. I told my son now, just take it out and put it on the garbage pile. All right, masculine energy is coming out, y'all. So there's a in this career, I feel like this is about leadership. Yeah, this is a trusting the process as well, y'all. Like, God damn, this supposed to be career, but this ain't looking very career to me. I feel like you got to trust the process in whatever this is that you're doing. Okay, yeah, you're creating something, but it's really based on your energy. All right. So whatever this is you're birthing concerning your career, y'all, what you're learning is that things will change when it's time, right? But it is based on your energy. See, you're in a period where you're supposed to be saving so that you can create your future. But you got to understand a lot of the risks that you take is showing God that you don't trust the process, y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the financial risk that you take, you telling God you don't trust the process. So now you out here, you investing in this, you buying this, you doing this. God say, are you trying to figure this out on your own? Or are you trusting me? Somebody, you ain't trusting the process. That's what this is, y'all. Like somebody, God is trying to tell you to trust the process of what it is that you're supposed to be creating for yourself. But if you are stepping out and you are doing it without consulting God, then you're not trusting the process. Say that shit. My right ear is ringing. This is a message for many leaders, y'all. Yeah, death and the fool at the split. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Somebody, you need to transition your leadership style is what I'm seeing. Cause you tired, y'all. The 9 of Wands, y'all. Somebody, you are a leader, right? But you got to trust the process of what it is that you're creating, because right now the fast changes need to take place. You need more uplifting energy around you, y'all. Like somebody with the Fool in a death card in a career reading, child, please, y'all. Justice is in the reverse. That is 3 major arcana, and I ain't got but 3 damn cards out here. Somebody, I don't know what you're doing for work, but you need to change, child. It's time for you to end it. Like somebody, your job does not align with where God is taking you. And that's why you having to bust your ass and do it. Y'all, anything that God is meant for you to do as far as career and businesses, that shit come easy, y'all. That shit come easy. I make money every day in my business and I don't work. Stop playing. You got to understand, y'all, if you busting your ass, it's probably because it's not meant for you, y'all. Just because other people doing shit don't mean that you're supposed to be doing it. Just because somebody worked 70 years in they shit don't mean that God ever wanted you to do that, y'all. So a lot of times you are in careers and you start businesses because that's what you needed at the time. But that does not mean that that business or that job is what God desires for you for the long time. Because there is something that's out of balance, y'all, with justice being in the reverse. All right. So somebody, is your job what it is that you prayed for? All right. Because 828, y'all, 8 is manifestation. 2 is this bitch. I say 2 is decision making. Goddamn, Rita, you and them numbers, Rita. When you call them numbers, Rita, the cards come out. 2 of swords. Somebody, you got to make a very difficult decision about your job. Yeah. Page of swords. This is your message. That's 3 damn swords, y'all. Somebody, whatever it is that you're doing for work is not what you're supposed to be doing, but you're afraid to let it go. 9 of swords, y'all. Damn, 9, 10, 11, 12 swords. You need to change your perspective, y'all. That's the hangman. All right. 12 is the hangman. Somebody, you need to change your perspective of whatever it is that you're doing and begin to trust God more in the process of creating you. Somebody, you are not even who God wants you to be right now, y'all. Girl, say that shit, because your channel song is I Found God in My Breaking. All right, let's talk about this right quick. If you are less than 34 years old, you don't know what God wants for you in career yet. You don't. When you start businesses and jobs and all of that in your 20s, that is not the same thing God wants you to be doing in your 30s. because you're not that person anymore, y'all. When you go through your dark night of the soul, your whole life changes, including your job, y'all. So a lot of times you were doing things in your 20s and your 30s, right? And right at 30, and then you go through a dark night of the soul and you realize, I don't want to do none of this shit no more. But then you stay in it. And now you're uncomfortable. And now you're struggling. And now you hate it, y'all. You hate it. When I went through my dark night of the soul the first time, because you're going to go through two in my 30s, y'all. I left my damn family. I moved my ass to North Carolina. I had got married. I was working in my career, my profession, and I let all of that shit go, y'all. And my life took off. I didn't keep coming back telling my, hey, y'all okay in Orlando? I ain't even visit home, y'all. I got married at 32 for the second time. That marriage was planned, y'all. I had already been through all of this breaking down and shit. Ain't nobody had to deal with none of that, y'all. I had already been through that. So when I got married, we went off, and my life has actually been fine ever since, y'all, because you understand all of those things. Now, you will go through things in life for sure, but what you will understand is that I started off in corporate accounting. When I began to truly understand who I was, my power and my authority, I quit them people jobs. I want to be at them damn people job. Then you begin to invest in yourself, y'all. 7 of Pentacles. Then you begin to make decisions, 3 of Wands, about where it is that you want to go. But when you are young and you are in a profession, or you start your business when you young, when you grow up, you don't want to do that shit no more. And a lot of times, y'all, we started businesses because it was just something to do at the time because you needed the money, right? Especially if you a man and you was hustling in the streets, you took that hustle money and you started a business. But that don't mean that that's the business that God wants you to have forever. That's stupid, y'all. Because some businesses will not facilitate who you are becoming. And who you becoming, y'all, is way more important than who the fuck you were. Yeah, y'all, somebody, you got to be honest with yourself. You ain't even got no passion for what you're doing no more. Let me tell you, y'all, a passion for people and a passion for what you're doing is different. I have a passion for people, right? So I talk to y'all all day. I completely lost passion for my accounting firm. I don't do that shit no more, y'all. I have a staff that does it, but I don't meet with clients no more, y'all. I don't give a fuck about people, money, or books. I don't. When you follow your passion and your purpose in God, your natural job is way less appealing. Way less appealing. And that's facts. It's way less appealing. It makes me money. And if I got to sit my ass and talk to a client, I will. But is that my preference? No, not at all. I have accounting managers and shit for that, right? I have people that can run my company for me. I ain't got no desire to do nobody's tax return. I ain't got no desire to look at nobody's financial statements. I ain't got no desire to do no audit. I don't give a fuck about your divorce case. At the point you follow your purpose, you don't really care about your career, but you make sure you're established enough so that your career or your business can take care of you so that you can follow your purpose. But 9 times out of 10, if you really following God, you don't give a fuck about that 3D job. That shit is not fulfilling. It frustrates me. It actually gives me anxiety. Every time I think I need to sit down and do something, because I got 2 nonprofit returns I need to do today. I'm going to get them done, but I ain't going to lie. It brings me anxiety. Sitting down thinking about anything I need to do in my accounting firm brings me anxiety because I don't want to do that shit. I don't. Right? I'm honest with my shit, but I got a staff, y'all. They just can't do this nonprofit tax return. So I'm going to hit these 2 nonprofit tax return because God gives us temperance and wisdom, right? But that don't mean you want to do it. You know, it just don't, y'all. So a lot of times y'all are in businesses and careers that you really don't want to do no more, but you're too afraid, y'all, to walk away. All right, let me get you your angel numbers, y'all. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, y'all. I've done it several times, right? Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Every day that you hear is a day that you do. Girl, that thing say, girl, get up. Girl, that thing say, girl, get up. Let me say one quick thing, y'all, about the renewing of the mind. The reason the Bible talks about the renewing of the mind, it simply means that every day you get up, you can choose differently, y'all. Right? Every day that you get up, you can have a renewed mind. You don't have to be burdened like you were burdened yesterday. You don't have to be stressed like you were stressed yesterday. Every time you get up, y'all, right, you renew your mind and you decide what type of day you want to have. I love it. taking my spiritual bath now. I love it, y'all. I love it because that's what it's supposed to be. I told you, I get up every morning. I be in that tub at 5:30. I don't care if I don't do nothing else for myself. I'm gonna take my bath. And I actually was tired this morning. I didn't even want to get up, y'all. I think I slept good. I didn't even want to wake up this morning, y'all. And I went to bed at damn 10 o'clock, I think, or 10:30. All right. But I say, nope, this is what I do for myself. I said, nope, this is what I do for myself. And I got up, y'all, rich rising. I got up and I took my bath, y'all. And then, of course, I come here to y'all. All right, y'all, your first angel number is 9. I'm getting back these questions today, y'all. All right, everyone who submitted questions yesterday, your answers will come back today on Discord. All right, the number 9. I do personals and questions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to. All right, it says, it's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. All right, the number 1. All right, beautiful 1. All right, 1 says, I am innovative. Oh, I'm hungry as shit, y'all. I gotta make me some breakfast. I just had a wave of nausea, y'all. I'm hungry. All right. It says you are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I am innovative. And guess what? You doing it, y'all. Flaws and all. Say that. The channel song, y'all, is flaws and all. You ain't gotta be perfect, y'all. God didn't ask for perfection. Someone's name is Sienna, Ariel, or Ariel. Yeah, Sienna, 1212. All right, 1212, y'all. It says, I am focused. All right, stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout this entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. All right, 1212, y'all. All right, ooh, the number 11. All right, the number 11, it says, I am intuitive. All right, it says you have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. All right, it's your intuition, y'all. I just posted something about that on my Lady CPA page. All right, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Facebook at the Lady CPA. I was talking about intuitive leadership, y'all. What makes you a great leader is your intuition, is your ability to feel people, to relate to people, to understand people, y'all. That's what great leadership is. All right, that's the number 11. All right, the number 14. All right, 14 says, I am practical, right? I am practical. It says you are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and just think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. I am practical. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is for this last number. All right, the moderators will put the green go signs and you get to guess what the last number is. If you guess the number, you do get to ask me one question. You have to go to the Discord and inbox me. All right, join the Discord, inbox me. All right, and then you get to ask your question. All right, so let's go and get those signs going, y'all. All right, you can start once the ladies. I don't know if my thing. There we go. Yep. Now the number, to give you guys a hint, it is, I believe, like I said, 1 through 31. All right, but there are zeros, there are angel numbers, there is a blank. All right, I know there's 99 is in there. All right, I'll be trying to help y'all out with the numbers. So I think it's 1 through 31, angel numbers, 99, zeros. All right. So let's get them into the comments, y'all. Oh, it's 9:39. Beautiful. All right, we got it going. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, y'all. I have to call them back. All right. All right, when the ladies put up the red, we will stop, y'all. And I will flip the number up. There we go. Perfect. All right, y'all. So the numbers between the gray and the red will count. Let's see what this number is, y'all. What is it? 15. Did anybody put 15? All right, 15 says, I am wise, y'all. All right, 15 says, your love for others is powerful and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you in contact with a variety of people. All right, it's your wisdom, y'all, today. All right, exercise wisdom. All right, exercise wisdom today, y'all. All right, don't do foolish things. All right, don't do foolish things. Exercise wisdom in everything. All right, y'all. So again, did anybody get it, y'all? I had to text something. Thank you for the gift, Shantae. Okay, and T-Bird action. Okay, beautiful. I love it, y'all. Thank you guys so much. So y'all know where to find me. I send your questions in on the Discord. I will see y'all at 11:33 for the workday flow. All right, I'll be in Discord at 1:11 taking questions. All right, so if you want questions, you have to be in the Discord at 1:11. All right, I'll be there doing readings, questions, whatever it is y'all want for about an hour. All right, and then at 7 p.m. we will have a live here. All right, I'll go live at 7 here on YouTube, kind of see what's going on in the energy. All right, and then of course the wind down at 8:30 right after the live. All right, I hope everyone has an incredible day. Yes, you have to be a Discorder, all right, because ain't shit free in the world. I mean, damn. Right? It's called support, y'all. Like the hell. Like, no, why would I do that if you're not on my Discord, y'all? That's crazy. Right? No. Like people, anywho. All right, yes, you have to be a Discorder, y'all. That is the point. All right. I don't do randoms. All right. People are weird, right? So I don't just do random people. So if you're on my Discord, then that means that you are part of the collective, y'all. I don't do randoms. If that's the case, then you can pay for a reading, right? That's how I feel about it. If you're random, then pay for a reading. If you are a loyal supporter, then you get free shit, right? Membership has its benefits. What's that? Amex, MasterCard, something. Shit. Membership has its benefits. Now, if you ain't no member, then you don't get the benefits. That's real. Membership matters. Hello. Membership matters, y'all. Memberships get you perks. All right. That's what it is, Have a blessed day, y'all. Have a blessed day.